That's how professional we are around here. Donnie,
I thought
we were already live.
I thought we were in the show already.
Yeah.
What's up, Denise? What up, everybody?
Kyle, Todd, brand new American. I know Ryan's here somewhere. Hey, Ryan.
Lurking about.
I got to get in touch with Steve Kluver. He was on OCD for EDC talking about he's got way too much steel stock. Didn't get rid of it. I'd like to find out where he gets his steel, dude. He's got some Rex 76, some 15V. Like, where do you even buy that? Because I can't buy that shit. I can't find it. But then again, I can't heat treat it either. Because I think those require like 2250, don't they?
Yeah, maybe. I haven't even fucked with those yet, so I don't really know. But yeah, I know some of those do
I mean
require higher than my fucking shit'll go.
Yeah, I mean I can still send it to Brian.
Yeah.
And get it done, but I guess it really depends on his prices. I'd love to pull that Spyderco move, and do the thugs and 3 or 4 different super steels, you know what I mean?
Right.
Just limited. Might only be able to make 2 or 3 of them in each steel. That'd be really cool.
Fuck yeah.
Problem is I have to get his email address from Justin, and Justin is really hard to communicate with. So
you just shady as fuck or what?
No, he's just so fucking busy, dude. He ain't got time to fuck with people like me. I've accepted it. I don't let it hurt my feelings. He's just one of them people, that's answering emails and phone calls all day, every day. He'll call me about he'll call me about once every 3 months and talk for an hour. And I know I have to get everything in then, all my questions, because once he hangs up, I ain't gonna talk to him again for another season. Kluver's, that's right. Do you have Kluver's email, Mimo? I've got to get it. What are you doing? Oh, you're grinding. I thought just your upper body. It looked like you were pumping something. Like you were greasing the front end of your tractor. What's up, Bugsy? How you doing, buddy?
How's all the fine people in the chat this evening?
I'll say this, dude. I only get 5 thugs per bar, and
right.
If any of you guys are interested, you might want to claim one pretty quick because this next batch is already disappearing. So, and I officially have a spreadsheet now with all my orders on it. So
keep those fucking words quiet. Ernie can hear you.
Well, he wants to do
make a spreadsheet for shit for my whole life.
You have no idea how much stress Kyle took off my mind when he finally got me to just sit down and do it. Because there'd be times I'd be laying in bed and I'd remember somebody telling me they wanted a knife and I couldn't remember exactly who it was. I'm like, so I'm going to go back through my fucking communications and sometimes I just wouldn't figure it out. Yeah. Like I think Bugsy said he wanted one, but I'm not positive. So now, as soon as I get hey, I want one, it's going on the spreadsheet. So at the very least, I
got a notebook.
At the very least, when they get close, I'll know who to communicate with, and if they've changed their minds, then they've changed their mind.
For sure.
True, dude. What's up, buddy? And hey, let me ask you a question. And you guys in the chat tell me this too. Are there certain people in the chat that you have a hard time keeping separated? Like you confuse them, and it's always with the same person. Like for me, it's 5-door and Carco. I can talk to 5-door for 15 minutes and then tell Kyle that I was just talking to 5-door. I get those guys confused a lot. I get Drew Dude and Kevin Smith and Knives. Why do I confuse those guys? They're not even close in name, but 1931 leatherwork and broke ass knives. I get them confused all the time.
What the fuck?
I don't know, man.
That's silly.
It is. Aiden, I'm jealous of that Sage 5, dude. I wanted that, and it's not just the Rex 121. I've never owned a Sage 5, and if it's pair 3 sized, I really want one. So hopefully, I'll get a Rex 121 Sage 5 eventually.
Yeah.
Use Kyle.
I don't know the size of the one you're talking about.
Dude, that's gotta be it, dude. That's gotta be the reason I get y'all confused, man. Look at that answer. That's perfect.
Nice.
You know he's from Georgia. That was perfect. Yeah, there was a long time that I was convinced that Marco was Marco Polo, and he'd just shortened his name. But you weren't around for the dark days of Marco Polo, dude. God almighty. That was
I don't know nothing about that.
That dude was just an absolute fucking troll, man. He started fights every night in the chat with somebody, and then one day he just checked himself into rehab and got sober, and now he's just perfectly normal and just a nice guy. He was just raging drunk every time he got on here.
What's up, Donna? What's up,
Marco
Paul?
said we all look the same. What up, Cheeto? Cheeto Browdito. Cheeto changing his name has always been kind of cool. He's the only one I accept it from because it confuses me with other people.
And they're always pretty fucking clever, too.
But, dude, the fact that he has a book where he's logged each name that he's already used so that he doesn't reuse it, that's dedication, dude.
I did not know that. That's fancy.
I've seen it. I've seen the book.
That's pretty fancy.
It is. I don't have that kind of dedication to way more important shit than just changing my name on the internet.
Right?
Apparently, you don't have a fucking spreadsheet.
Nope.
Well, Kyle, put Bugsy down. You know, with tentatively, because I need to speak to him about which one he wants. Cheeto's got a spreadsheet, Marco. That's what I'm saying. I was a little disappointed that he doesn't have the dates that he used that name. He's just got them listed in order as he's used them. But
damn, Donna, that's rough, dear.
What happened to Donna?
She says she's gonna be having surgery. She's gonna be in a wheelchair for like a year. So no, 6 months. That's crazy.
Well, Donna, my birthday is the very next day, so I don't guess we'll get to be celebrating since Donna's in a wheelchair. Yes, a massive shame. That's not funny, Kyle. And you made me say that out loud on the internet. I hate you for that.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh. I don't think he uses AI for his names. I could be wrong. It could be. Donna, your last name is what? I'm not making fun. I can't. Mahmoudashad? Did I say it right? Mahmoudashad? She said her last name is actually Mahmoudashad. Mahmoudashad? I don't know.
Yeah, I ain't trying to fucking read that. Mahmoudashad, there it is.
Well, Aiden, do you think Are you more impressed with it than you were, say, Maximate? Because I feel like Maximate just kind of, maybe it was because of, Spyderco had so much warpage issues with it. But I mean, if you got one and it wasn't warped, it's not like it would warp while you owned it. But it just seemed to have lost its, and it's still right up there. I mean, when you look at the top three, there's still people doing tests that say, 15V will outcut 121. Then the next test says the opposite. And then the next test says, but Maximate, 15V, and Rex 121 are all so close, dude. Maximate is great. I liked it. It's a little bit kind of like 15V. It was a little bit slick feeling to me. And that's why I've got such hopes for the Rex, because like Rex 45 is extremely bitey. So I'm hoping that Rex 121 will be really toothy too.
Mine's pretty fucking sharp.
Aiden says Maximate is much easier to sharpen. Don, I think you couldn't just get you some Chuck Taylor high tops. Would that not do it? I mean, fusing the ankles seems like a last like your last ditch effort.
Yeah, fuck. That's probably
rolling around in some high tops, some ankle supports or something.
Yeah, right.
Aiden, that's what I found, dude. I tried to explain it, and I'm not good at putting stuff like that to words. So I just settled with 15V. Just feels slick to me. I can't get it to be toothy and aggressive like I like it.
I feel you. I haven't sharpened my 121 yet, so I don't know yet. I don't even know if I can fucking sharpen.
I'm sure you had.
No, I know.
Oh, okay, Donna. Yeah, it is the last ditch effort. You've already tried the high top chucks, I'm assuming. If you've done all that. I have some serious balance issues. Later in life, I just developed vertigo. I used to on power poles, high voltage towers, all that stuff in the military, and now I get dizzy if I get 5 feet off the ground, like just a ladder. I get dizzy. But I've been really fortunate that I fall a lot, but so far every time I've caught myself or I've corrected, I haven't actually hit the ground yet. So
that's good. Yeah, Don, I wouldn't want Matt driving me either.
Matt's driving scares me. Yeah. Did you guys see that that video I shared of that cutting board that Ryan Ellis posted recently?
I didn't know.
Ryan loves exotic woods, and to keep himself from sitting at his office desk all day long, he's got a little woodworking shop. He owns an industrial. He's an industrial electrical contractor, but the shop doesn't look electrical at all. It's just like a little woodworking shop, and he makes some really high end cutting boards and stuff out of some
nice,
beautiful woods, dude. Yeah.
Denise, I didn't. It's all in pieces downstairs. I'm working on doing all the blasting and stuff on all.
So in case anybody's wondering, that the thumbnail, I apologize. I didn't have time. You can ask Donnie. I didn't even do the StreamYard thing till a couple hours ago.
Shit, not even that.
Yeah. I should have cropped it, I know. But that knife that you're seeing in the thumbnail, that is a knife designed by Mr. John Evans. And with John's passion for guitars, I've recommended that we name it the Fret, which is kind of cool when you think about it, because fret has two meanings. It's the steel bars on a guitar, and it can also mean something that make worry or anxiety. I thought that was a cool name. He may end up changing it, but I'm doing a batch of those in Magna Cut. But
Nice.
I think Javon. I think the plan is that Javon's going to market them. I think that's the plan.
Oh, nice.
Javon's going to market them.
Donna, why would I ride with him? Is he gonna roofie me? Like, what the fuck's happening?
Cheeto, it's 7 inches. It's a lot smaller than it looks. The only we are going to make some changes. I pretty quickly discovered right here at the choil where that little part pokes out for your finger. For a 7-inch knife, it's a tad bit. That's 1.5 inches wide right there, and that's a little. It's just a little too wide. So, yeah, I'm going to narrow that up a little bit. 7 inches ain't enough. That's what she said. Ching. But,
Wow,
it's Javon. Javon likes tiny knives, so we're making him a tiny knife.
Oh, yeah, he'll probably have to drive down. I'll be drunk.
Yeah.
Which I am not drunk tonight.
Keith the Knife Freak was typing it as I was saying it. That's what she said. Good to see Keith in here. Yeah. So what are you working on? Whose knife are you working on right now, Donnie?
Let's see. I'm working on Marceau's, Daily Knife Nuts, Denise's, and Jorge's.
I got you. Keith likes some big and hard. I don't blame you, Keith.
Yeah, I should have them all done in the next day or two. I gotta do all the finish outside stuff on them, finish that stuff up, and then pretty much put them together.
Huh. That's good. People are getting their shit.
Yeah.
When are you going to start on the bruiser?
What? Wait, what?
Weren't you making somebody like a big, thick, overbuilt bruiser?
Oh, that's for Denise in the chat here. It's it's super thick.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you already have done a super thick.
Yeah, well, it's almost done. And then I'm also going to do a super fucking thick, full dress Chad Nichols build for Blade Show.
Oh.
Like Chad Nichols Moku tie for the frame and clip, and then Chad Nichols stainless Damascus for the blade and backspacer.
I got you. Very cool.
Hopefully put it up for auction. I don't know. I'll see what happens, I guess.
Right. There's no Daddest Outlaw. What's up, buddy?
The daddest. The
I
most
don't want to say he's new to the community, but I've only seen him recently. But
me too. But that's all right. Welcome on in.
Hey, and I don't know where, like Creeley, I don't know where people get these steels, dude. I try to buy them, even just a small piece to do one knife. I can't find them.
Denise, Iggy beats you to that, dear. Iggy she got the first newt. She's the only reason the newt exists.
I hear you, Daddest. I kind of did the same thing. I hung out for probably 3 to 6 months just watching and listening. Being honest with you, I didn't even know how to comment on a YouTube live stream for the longest time.
I kind of learned, but I kind of got thrown into it at the same time with meeting Stevie and them.
Right. Cheeto, you're exactly right. Iggy is a legend. Like meeting Iggy almost depressed me a little bit because I realized that I'd wasted my whole life. Like I finally found the woman that was put on this planet for me, and it was too late. Yeah, I
do be happy.
Love that woman.
She's a pretty hip lady.
She certainly is. Yeah, hey, I didn't think about it, but those guys buy it in sheets. So, I mean, I guess they could probably still get, or maybe I could just buy a piece from them. That may be the way to go about it.
A piece of what?
15V.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. But like I said, if I bought something like that, I don't think either one. I don't think I can heat treat either one of those. I think they both require over 2,200 degrees.
Yeah. The doll's head, you're fucking me up, or I'm fucking not drunk enough. I don't know what you're talking. Terry. Oh, Terry.
Yeah, she'll be at Atlanta.
Iggy, will you?
Yeah, I've already reserved some time.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm stoked to hang out with everybody this year. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah. Hey, I'm sure you could, and you know, and maybe I should have gave Kyle a shot at it too. That's another thing. Was I never let Kyle try to get it. That's probably what I should have done. I probably shouldn't be judging that still, since I didn't let him try to make it the way I wanted it.
I don't know why I wasn't connecting the dots there, Terry. Leave me alone tonight, bud. Sorry.
And the movie Newt's doll was just a head.
But I sadly don't remember the name of the fucking doll. I know she says it.
Right, I've got a piece of S90V right now. It's already cut out for something. I can get S90V. The problem with S90V is it comes and goes. Like Alpha apparently buys small amounts of it, because like you can look one time and it's available, then a week later it's not, and it just kind of goes on their site.
Yeah, Alpha, I don't know. It's weird how they stock stuff.
Yeah. I need to get with Kyle, but I'm not happy with the shape of that knife. He sent me a picture of exactly what he wanted, and for some reason it just, I don't think it translated. Fortunately, I made the knife bigger than he wanted it, so I can fix it. But
clip down a little bit.
It looks like a big clip point fixed blade. It doesn't look like a Santoku at all. I don't know. I guess I'm going to have to. Maybe I should just print off what he sent me, cut it out, and lay it on there, because I've missed the mark somewhere. It doesn't look like what I wanted it to or what I thought it would.
Well, yeah, trim it down and fuck it. If you got to use it to make a different knife and remake that one, fuck it.
Ryan, I don't know. Investing in steel to resale is probably a very risky venture.
Unless you get some hot shit.
Yeah. I mean, right now, I don't even know what's hot. I wouldn't take a chance on any of it, just because. No. Yeah. And so many people, you know, if they don't know, you have so many people in the past have bought steels that weren't what they were told that it was. So people are typically only going to buy from a couple of different folks.
Yeah, like reputable dealers and whatnot.
Right. My bad, Kyle. It's a bunk up, but yeah, I need to get with you on that, because it.
Oh, bunk up. Yeah.
It doesn't look right now. It may just be simple as the cut on the back side of the blade leading to the tip. I may not have it laid back. I don't know. I'll get with you. I'm not happy with it right now, though. I know that. Shane, Matt said you guys did good.
Cheers, y'all.
That's as close as we could get, Donna. Close as we could get. Wait a minute. Do we have? Oh, we have two ladies in the chat tonight. We have Donna and Denise.
Yeah.
Now, Donna's Matt's mom. Who's Denise? How do we know Denise?
She's homies with fucking Satu Dave.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yako. Thanks. I got one of his feed sack hanks.
Oh, did you?
They're so supple. They're very nice.
That's because when he drags them out from under his bed, he rolls them between his hands to soften them up.
Yeah, I'm sure. It smells like him.
Yeah.
And Javon, that's fucked up.
That's mean, Kyle. Let's not be picking on Javon. I mean, he does have some nice, supple lady hair going on, but hey, man, whatever pleases the guy. What up, Palmer?
Oh shit, Palmer.
I sent Palmer a video of Livy Dunn. Do you know who Livy Dunn is? She's a gymnast at LSU, but she's like the second or third highest paid NIL college athlete in the world, and it's because she's beautiful.
Sure.
But, she did a video on how to. The title of it was "How to Remove the Poop Vein from Crawfish."
Okay.
She cracked the tail off. She's like, "You see that little dark line? That's the poop vein, and this is how you remove it." She put it in her mouth. She's like, "You just eat it." And she's right. That is how you're not supposed to remove it, but
nice.
Her PR team had her make that video to seem less like a robot. You might be right. That, and I also like it because she wasn't made up. She didn't have any makeup on. She's beautiful without. Nothing pleases me except you fucktards. Oh man, now I want crawdads and baked potatoes. Yeah, that's good stuff, Aiden. I've never understood. There's something about that Creole seasoning. You know, when you're supposed to suck the head, it gets me choked up a lot of times. I mean, I get it, but you're getting nothing out of it but juice and flavor. But that flavor, for some reason, when it hits the back of my throat, it always makes me want to cough. Yeah, so I don't do that part.
I've never had a crawdad.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's a lot like shrimp. It may be a little gamier than shrimp.
All right. I don't mind shrimp sometimes.
Yeah. It's the paprika. You might be right, Aiden. Something about it. You're a spitter. Yeah, something about it chokes me. I don't know. Or it doesn't choke me, it just makes me cough every time I do it. So I just don't do it. Gotta clip that one. See, Kyle, 1975 would be close, dude. I mean, I'm sure my oven can get to 1975.
What's it max at?
2050. Oh, my oven?
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's 2000. Pretty sure.
Mine will do 22, but it doesn't really do 22. It does like 2130, and that's about as high as it'll
bouncing around. It's not really, yeah. That's why I don't try to push. That's why I don't try to push it. Because my thing, if I can't do it well, then I just feel like I shouldn't do it. So that's a good question.
Weird. You eat it, like if you eat it dry, it doesn't taste like fucking anything to me. You throw it on your chicken, it's fucking amazing.
Yeah. But maybe mine does do. Maybe mine does go up to 22. Yeah, because I remember Steve and I had a conversation about he thought I was doing my crew wear too high because I was running it at 2050. And he said he gets 65, 66, only running it at 1950. But I got that recipe from Alex Steingraber, so I just ran with it.
I run my crew wear at 2065.
Yeah.
2075, one of those two. And then I fucking temper it like 325-ish.
Right. I mean, I know there's skills that you could run at a slightly lower temperature. You just have
to
You just have to let it soak, an extra couple minutes. But I'm not going to pretend to know how that happens. So if I can't just run it off of a reputable person's recipe, that I'm just not going to. Kyle's saying Rex 121's on 1875. I don't remember what still it was. I remember what still it was. I know there's something out there that requires over 2,200 degrees, though.
Yeah, I know there is. I don't remember what it is, but I didn't know Rex. Dude, that's low, man. Like, you can't even heat treat fucking 5160 spring steel that low.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's Maximet I can't do. I don't know. Now you got me curious. I don't remember. But I do know my oven. I do know I've run 2050, so I guess it has to go to 2,200. But they got an oven out there that'll go to 24. But I remember looking, and it was only necessary for like 1 or maybe 2 steels. So maybe Maximet was, I don't know.
Dr. Drew, I heard him start it, and then I got busy.
I can tell you now, though, if I spent the money to buy some Rex 121, I'm just going to let Brian do it. If it's even close to the cap on my oven, I'm not taking that chance.
Kyle, I believed you. I was just saying that was crazy. Unless that's for somebody else. What up, Neil? How you doing, man?
I didn't post it for you, asshat. That was for the chat if they wanted to read up on it. Gotcha.
Jorge, man, I already started it. A vapor. Oh, vapor. Huh. Dude.
I know somebody just got some right now. I'm pretty sure Steve Kluver's got some 15V.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
10V. I'm not. Don't hold me to that.
I don't care which one, man. I'm gonna fucking have to pay somebody to surface grind it for me.
Yeah.
I bet it's worse to fucking hand sand than S90V is.
I ain't hand sanding no S90V.
It fucking
you don't want
to do it to the extent I have to. It fucking blows.
Right.
Denise, she's doing really good. Thanks.
I made up the temp.
The doc had to tell her not to go to work.
Terry just trying to start shit in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the reason that is, Paul, is because it's a high-speed steel, and it's hard to affect Rex 121 with heat.
Well, it also probably has like 1,000-degree temper, so no matter what coating you're putting on it, they're probably cooking it lower than that anyway. Yeah, but that won't.
That's why that whole excuse that Neves gave about his knife in K390, if you got it coated, it was 2 points lower. I'm not saying Neves was full of shit, but whoever told him that was full of shit. That coating did not drop the HRC of that steel 2 points. That still was 2 points low to begin with.
Right. Kyle, like, I didn't mean like hand sanding for finish. I meant hand sanding to like lap it flat and parallel. But yes, I also need one of those. Aiden, I was hand sanding it when it was, I think mine was 65 was what I ran it at.
Yeah.
Sucked.
What's up, Meathead?
What's up, One Moon? What's up, Meathead? Cheers, One Moon. Damn, this blunt looks good on this camera. Shit. That's nice. That's a nice blunt.
Yeah, dude, your camera and your mic do sound much better.
Can you not hear my computer noise anymore?
I can't.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's why I was disappointed you didn't see me last week.
It is odd.
You hear the goddamn computer and you won't bitch about
it. It is odd. The lighting in your room, though, is very yellow.
Oh, yeah. The lighting's fucked up.
It looks like you're sitting under one of those those bug repelling bulbs.
Well, if I turn the light like right on me, well, no, that's still really
It's
yellow.
still pretty yellow, yeah. I mean, I'm not complaining.
I know, but I look like I'm all jaundiced out.
Yeah.
It's weird. Yeah.
What it is, what it do.
Kyle, but can you also temper it? Can you also do a high temper on it? Because there's a bunch of steels you can temper it at like 1,000, or you can temper it at like 300 to 400.
Yeah, M4's that way. You can
do it either way, I'm saying, and you get different properties from it.
Right. Yeah, if you temper it, I think if you temper it at the high temperature, then you don't have to worry about stuff like coatings affecting it.
Coatings, you're not ever gonna over fucking cook your edge while you're grinding. But I think they either lose toughness or they lose something. I don't know. I don't do high temper
I've asked a couple of people, and both of them have told me that they've seen no performance difference in doing 300 or 1,000. So,
well, again, yeah, unless you're sticking in a machine and testing it out of like 10,000 cuts. We've had this talk, man. You and I want to know what steel a knife was if you just handed it to us.
Right. All that matters is the end user result. Is that guy and that knife happy with how often he has to sharpen it? Look, there's those Steve Florida right there. Toughness and drops as well.
Nah.
I got you.
I don't think she can swing that on top of. We're going on family vacay this year for the first time in like 5 fucking years. So,
well, Steve, since you're here, which steel is it that
Steve,
requires,
you sneaky bitch?
Which steel is it that requires such a high austenitization temperature that most ovens won't do it? Because when I was looking into buying an oven, I know they have an oven that goes like 200 degrees hotter, but it seemed like it was only 1, maybe 2 steels that required that, and I can't remember what they were.
Kyle, I wasn't talking about HRC difference. I'm talking about like it has different properties than when you do a low temp.
Yeah, I mean anything you change in a heat treat
what up, Matt?
is going to change some property to a certain degree.
Oh, yeah. Night, Donna. Good talking to you, lady.
Yeah, if you soak it for 12 minutes versus 15 minutes, it's going to affect something somehow. Nothing better for ratings, though, than to talk about heat treat on a live stream. You want to get people to check out your live stream early, just spend the whole night talking about heat treat. They will fucking scat.
It does say shop talk on tonight's fucking thing time.
It always does.
Oh, does it? I don't know. I thought, didn't you used to put other shit on there?
I did, and then I found out that somebody else used that same name. That guy no longer likes me and doesn't support me. So I don't know if it was because I stole his live stream name or if it's because he thought I voted for somebody he didn't like.
Well,
either way, overnight he decided he didn't like me anymore. But yeah, we used to be the weekly grind, and I know how hard that is to believe. I honestly did not remember that was Grumpy's live stream name, so I changed it. But it was already too late. He had already decided he didn't like me. But I don't think it had anything to do with me using that name. I think it had to do with who he thinks I voted for. So he decided not to like me anymore.
Thanks, Matt. I don't remember it now, but
I'm not going to repeat it. I already said it. But
that would really fire him up.
Ryan, that's a
who's this calamari guy that thinks he knows how to heat treat?
More require ultra high austenation temp. For instance, M4 calls for 2250 in some cases, but it's not necessary, in my opinion, to work. Okay. Yeah, I think I just did M4 at like 1950 maybe, or I don't know. I got 65 out of it, so I wasn't.
Meathead.
Memo, it took a while.
That's this one right here, buddy.
It's funny you say that because what actually originally sparked my interest in knives and let me know that there was something else out there other than what, the Gerbers and shit that most of us carried back in the day was Meathead. Meathead introduced me to Cold Steel.
Nice.
I'd never heard of Cold Steel. He actually introduced me to it. We were headed to a strip club in my IROC.
Of course you were.
And the headliner had come loose and was touching his bald head, driving him nuts. So he just whipped out a big Cold Steel fixed blade Tanto and cut the fucking headliner out of my car going down the road. Didn't ask permission. The headliner was fine over my head. It was just, you remember how the IROCs that always came loose right there at the back window from the sign? He just cut the whole damn headliner. I barely knew the guy at this time.
Nice.
He just cuts a fucking headliner out of my car with a Cold Steel. And instead of being mad, I was just impressed with the Cold Steel and wanted one.
Dr. Drew, what's a bilirubin test?
Dr. Drew says Super Steel Kyle in the chat. Italian retard out cruising. That's right.
Meathead. No, buddy. I made this for myself a long time ago. And I've had this knife for like 15 years, man. This is my
that just a Cold Steel reblade?
Yeah, I just rebladed it with some Alabama Damascus.
Oh, well, it'd still be super fucking tough. Why is it that when if you buy a knife from him and he finishes it, his Damascus is like black with just some silver pattern in it. I don't know how he gets it so dark and so polished. Well, I know why he's polished. I don't want to. Well, I'll just say it. He clear coats it. That's why it's so shiny.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, I watched him do it.
Nice. I was gonna say I got.
There's just
my other
kind of
pretty fucking dark
aerosol clear there, and that's how he gets the blade.
Dr. Drew, that makes sense.
Let me borrow it. Don't let him borrow your knife, Donnie.
No, I wouldn't. No. Well, definitely not that. I'll be right.
Even more iconic that night, the reason we were headed to the strip club in my IROC was we had just sold Meathead's Mitsubishi. What was that thing, Meathead? Those old Mitsubishi turbos that were so cool looking? Mitsubishi Conquest. Yeah, we just sold his Conquest at an auto auction, and I had just got my income tax refund back. So we had pockets full of cash, so we headed to the strip club.
We'll show up in here. I got this one. This one's actually pretty fucking dark, but
yeah, his almost look fake. Like they're just midnight black, just black with some But I know how he gets some time because he clear coats the blade. Which, in all honesty, there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, no, and most of the time people have oil on them. You see them post pictures. Once they're dry, they do not look like that.
Right. Maybe it doesn't deserve more than a Gerber. I gave him a Cold Steel Code 4. He won't carry it. Says it's too heavy. I told him to put it in his purse. He wouldn't feel the weight. Yeah, Palmer. His was a Conquest though. How'd the blue turn out? Who's Empty talking to? How'd the blue turn out? You talking about your knife scales? Empty. I think he's talking about his knife scales. Yeah, that's one thing I've learned. I'd get in a hurry with scales and I'd want to glue them on, and then later that day work them. And with epoxy, the set time is not the same as the work time. The longer you can let that stuff sit clamped, the stronger it's going to be. So I've quit rushing knife scales. I want the epoxy to sit at least 72 hours before I even touch it.
Aiden, that recent Copper My one I just did, I got that pretty fucking black. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I would have issues where I would epoxy using the same epoxy everybody else uses. I would epoxy my scale on. Then when I would go to drill my pinhole through it, sometimes it would just snap loose from the blade. Like,
Ugh.
epoxy was just. So now I let them sit at least 72 hours before I do anything to them, and I haven't had an issue since.
I've only pretty much ever used fucking G-Flex.
Yeah.
Except when I was making my own scales, and I was using, it was still West Systems, but it was their 2-part actual boat fucking epoxy.
Yes, may hit a large Tom was had.
Kyle, I'm not even like a fan of it myself.
I miss that little girl, dude. The fact that she grew old is why the world has gone to shit. Ironic should have been 21 forever. Ironic was probably the most successful, biggest money making dancer in the state of Alabama for a decade.
Aiden, same dude. I'll take a fucking nice fucking high end mono steel any day over any kind of Damascus. I'm gonna fuck it up anyway, so it ain't gonna look pretty very long.
Yeah, I get it though, man. Like, you know, I handled Ryan's William Henry's, and I know they're not super hard. I don't even know what they're made of, but that's just a different thing. You know, it's beautiful to look at. The craftsmanship's beautiful. And in my opinion, it doesn't need a 66 HRC S90V blade.
So yeah, just depends what you want.
It did cost me a sweater, man. It sure
Pocket
did.
metal. Uh-oh.
Yeah. She literally grabbed my sweater and whopped me with it. Yeah, I was so mad, dude. That was like $100 sweater. Ruined. It went from $100 sweater to a cum rag instantly.
I was saying, pocket metal. I'm not even drunk tonight, man. This might be too tame for you, bud.
Pocket metal's in here? Holy
Yeah,
shit.
he just popped in.
What up, Marcel? And commented duck.
Duck.
That's the StreamYard duck, looks like. Did someone say cum rag? I did. Yeah, let's see if I can find a picture of a little girl.
What do you mean they won't let you say fuck?
Gosh, she looks rough now, dude.
Yep, Stevie. I'm on my way out, bud.
That is the definition of rode hard and put up wet, buddy.
No, I don't know, man. Lighting my room's fucking weird, apparently. I got a small desk lamp, and I got a tall desk lamp. And it's pretty yellow in here, apparently. It's not during the day, though, which is weird. Who the fuck is that?
That's ironic. I ain't gonna say her real name because that ain't cool. But the drugs have not been good to her. It's weird how when chicks get older, you can see the drugs in their face. Like it does something to their face. You can see it. Like just the years of drug abuse. That girl, I bet you that girl snorted more cocaine than Al Pacino.
Yeah, that's not good for you.
No. And made, God, I'd love to count up the money she made, dude.
Cheers, Stevie.
I could have fixed her though, Donnie.
Oh, I know you can, bud.
Could have fixed her, dude. I know I could have. I could have got her to live right.
Oh yeah. Oh, totally. Oh, you did it, little buddy.
What's up, Michael Upchurch? Terry, yeah, that story goes way back. I knew her before she was a dancer. She was like the neighborhood.
What up, Roman?
Instead of when you were a teenage kid, instead of jacking off, you just went to her house. And then she went to work at this club and became super famous / popular for working there.
It's getting spicy now.
Yeah. I've told that story before. I knew she worked there, but I wasn't sure if she was there. And when we walked in that night, she ran up and kissed me in the mouth. And I just remember looking at Meathead being like, how many dicks did I just suck?
That's fluid transfer, man. That's illegal.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Savage, man.
I just wasn't, I mean, what do? Do you turn your head? That's probably what I said.
No, I'm a fucking whore. I would have like, what? Yeah. Aiden, I'm smoking some delicious herbs.
Terry, you are my spirit animal, dude. You're 100% right.
Oh, I guess I could flip it around, but I'm not going to.
Donnie, if your desk lamps have replaceable bulbs, get a 5,000K bulb and put it in your lighting will look way better. Oh, we ain't worried about his lighting.
Yeah, I don't like fucking light like that, though, man. I worked under fucking fluorescent lights for 20 fucking years. I hate that shit.
Yeah, that looks like you've got some light bulbs from the 70s.
They're like, yeah, they're like 40-watt bulbs or some shit. Yeah. No, I don't like bright light. I don't like the sunlight. I don't like bright fucking indoor lights. Roman N, dude, you should check them out. Did you see the package? They only drop them once a month. They're not like hard to get. They have plenty to get on there that day, but they're fucking delicious. Look them up.
That chick's one of the reasons why I know STDs aren't real. Because if they were, she would have given me one.
I feel you. Oh, yeah, that's way too much, bud. I need that in my shop, though. If my shop was bright white like that, I would love it.
Yeah. What's up, Maddie? Ryan, you probably remember that girl's real name. She lived in Alabama City. I was telling the story to Steph, and you picked up right where I took a breath on her kissing you. God, I can't believe she kissed me in the mouth. Really.
Yeah, Shane's like Typhoid Mary. He can't get it. He just spreads it all over the place. Oh, Typhoid Shane.
I just remember the look on Meathead's face too. He was like, "Oh, I can't believe that just happened." Oh, my bad, Ryan. I probably should put warnings at the beginning of these live streams. They're not family friendly. They're immoral. Most of our stories are. But I've outgrown all that. Like I quit all that like 6 months ago. Or 3 months ago, whatever. Yeah. Well, I'll be dipped in hog shit. My whole life is a lie. What did he say to you, Terry?
I think that you're his mom.
I'm whose mom?
Terry's mom.
Oh. I know her name. I do too. I just looked it up on Facebook. Have you looked at her Facebook, dude?
Calm it down, boys.
All of her pictures are kind of blurry, so that you can't tell exactly how rough she really is. But I mean, keep in mind, dude, she's probably 50.
She looks like a lady.
She ain't no lady, dog. Says studied at Gadsden State. Whatever. Yeah. She was very talented, though. Very, very talented. $50 with Baja Miles in her pussy. Exactly right.
Baja Miles.
I ain't never heard it put that way. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's gold. God damn.
Dude, I tell you what would really be cool. She should do like a lotto where you pay $10 to guess how many dudes she's been with, and the closest one wins the pot, splits the pot. Dude, I wouldn't even start with a guess less than 10,000.
Fucking Brian.
Well, that's the thing, though, Ryan. That's the reason why I paid for the dance that night, because I remember when we were very young, and that thing was like a bucket of warm water. And I don't know what she did, what she learned, but when she worked, that thing was like brand new, dude. Like, Mega was sitting there when she sat beside me, and she put my hand between her legs, and I literally pulled her across the chair, trying to pull my finger out. Like, she slid across it. That's how much she was locked down on it.
Yeah, I guess we'll be
Oh, yeah.
about the shit I said on lives, but fuck.
Oh yeah, I got $200. Let's go. Yeah. It was like a bucket of warm water when she was like 15. Of course, I was 15 too. Her body count's the same as the Grim Reaper. It's close. I bet. There's no doubt in my mind. It's somewhere between 5 and 10,000. I bet.
5 and 10, what, thousand?
Yeah. Yeah. There was this other girl that worked there. She was actually, I don't know what word I'm going to use, but I think most people would consider this other girl a little prettier because she had bigger boobs and stuff. But she was the first person I'd ever met that had snorted so much cocaine that the middle part of her nose was gone on the inside.
Deviated septum.
Yeah, it was open up in there.
Yep.
She had just.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know a couple people like that.
That's the same night that nickel cost me a $10 bill.
My old homie Happy, his nose was like that.
Yeah. Yeah, but Kyle, it was like that when she was very young, and then it was like a vice in her 20s. Yeah, them Kegel exercises. She must have did them all day, every day. I'd never witnessed anything like it. Oh. Yeah. Then them assholes. Let me tell you how my buddies did me, dude. On the way home, we were supposed to go to the car auction and come straight back, right? We all had women at home waiting on us. And we got home at like, I don't know, 4 a.m. So the car ride home, we're all having that conversation, about, because all of our women were best friends. So our stories have to match. So we came up with a story that would match. And we got home. I tell my story exactly like what we had all settled on. And all those motherfuckers told their old ladies the truth. Making me the only one that lied.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what she had, Terry. All the cartilage in the inside of her nose was gone.
Yeah, I misspoke. Yeah, for sure.
Bugs, it was good times, man. I had some good times. Some cokehead picked up a nickel and tossed it in a beer. Dude, I would have paid another $10 for beer just to see a chick pick up a nickel. You know how hard that is?
I don't want to see that.
You don't? She just squat down on it and pick it up.
No, that's gross. Money's dirty. That's nasty.
The money ain't no dirtier than those girls were.
I didn't fucking argue that.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's weird that we brought her up.
So if it looks like
because I just ran into the dude who was the coat supplier for that club. Like all the girls got their coat from that guy, so he was banging all of them. I just ran into him yesterday. I don't know if he's still a coat dealer, but probably.
I haven't really met anybody that was a true coke dealer that quit.
No, they weren't meat curtains. She somehow gripped that thing and picked it up, Homer. I don't remember any of those girls having meat curtains, actually. They all seem to have very tidy. Yeah, I will tell all the parts of the story Shane omits to be a gentleman. I always knew when we were in trouble, though, dude, because it never failed. I'd just turn and look at Meathead, and he'd have that look on his face, and I knew it was going to be a good day. Like if Meathead's starting to get a little anxiety, starting to stress out a little bit, I know it's going to be a good. No, I didn't just say we were out looking at deer. We all decided that's the story we were going to tell. Everybody agreed we were going to say we were in Gunnersville State Park looking at deer. Then we get home, and y'all abandoned me and told the truth. That's the only reason my old lady was mad when she found out 3 months later is because I lied about it. I could have told the truth too. Could probably still pick up a nickel, but it's more like an elephant's trunk now. That's disgusting, Drew.
You got some smack.
I'm just picturing it coming out.
Be right back.
Had enough suction to stick to the ceiling. It's something. I don't know why you're making fun of me. You were supposed to stick to that same story too.
Dude, Ernie fucking got out of some shit many times in life because all of them had the same story, and it was they were all looking for their homie's left shoe. Stick to your fucking story, man. Don't rat on your friends.
They didn't rat on me. They just told the truth, so I knew it was going to come out eventually. And like 3 months later, we were sitting at the rehab. That's what we called the place where Meathead and them lived.
That is
we were sitting at the table playing. We were sitting at the table playing Pictionary, and just cutting up and laughing. And I said something about how the look on Adam Butler's face when he's at a strip club, and then it hit me that I was never supposed to have been in a strip club with. Yeah, I told on myself.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
No, I don't fucking taint my coffee with other.
I never seen like pay as much money to have a stripper hurt them as like Meathead did though. We were at Lookers in Pensacola. They had like legit penthouse models working in this place, and they had this one little emo looking chick, probably didn't weigh 90 pounds, fucking dark makeup, black hair, just looked like a witch. And me had got me had got a fucking VIP dance from her same time I did. So we're sitting he's sitting across from me. And I heard him tell that girl, she said something, I don't know what she asked him, but he was like, bitch, you can't hurt me. She clawed him to pieces, dude. It literally looked like he had been stuck in a phone booth with a bobcat when he left that VIP room, dude. He was bleeding everywhere. She fucking...
All right. I'd rather deal with the nickel now, I think. That's gross. I don't let no strange bitch claw me. That's nasty.
He's clawing him, biting him, just all kinds of
Hell fucking no.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
It looked rough.
How to beat that bitch.
I'm the same way. I ain't paying good money for a lap dance and leaving it in pain and pouring
Well, that's
blood.
not even the point. That's a stranger cutting me with their dirty ass fingernails. That's nasty.
We don't know that they were dirty. You just have to assume they weren't.
No, the opposite, my friend.
Yeah, you probably should assume that they were dirty. He didn't care. You can't hurt me, Ed.
I'm not afraid of blood. I want some dirty bitch clawing me. I'm a fucking tattoo artist, dude. I'm covered in blood all the time. And a piercer.
Yes, you did, Ed. This chick came out on stage. Apparently hadn't wiped very good. That was pretty disgusting. She had a little brown streak all the way up the small of her back. Everybody said they were dirty. Yeah. You don't think about stuff like that when you're in the midst of it, though.
I'm kind of bitchy.
You don't start thinking about it until a few days later when you start to itch and you wonder what. Oh. Wasn't the girl with the poop streak? Was that the same one that backed her butthole up onto Josh's nose?
That's super fucked up.
Yeah, he was sitting there looking, and she just like jets backwards, and
Terry, you see me telling stories, bud?
Hits him right in the nose with her butthole.
Also, Terry,
400 pounds difference.
Not drinking tonight.
Eating Oreos out of a Crown Royal bag at Babes VIP. Just so y'all know, Babes VIP was owned by the same guy that owned the club I worked at. But Babes was like, you could probably get a lap dance for $10 at Babes. Or, yeah. Dirty is an understatement. They were filthy. I bet his white blood cell count was elevated for a month after that.
I'll put it this way. I ain't never spent my own money in a strip club because I don't be going. But when I do, someone else will pay.
Yeah, same chick. Well, no, we didn't get no VIP dance from the girl that didn't wipe her butt very good. The girl I got my dance from, I think had just been like Miss April in Cat House a couple of months prior. Never shakes your hand.
Yeah, dude. No.
Yeah. It's been a while. I mean, surely all that shit's died off by it. My fingers would have rotted off at this point.
Dr. Jew, is that your thing, man? You like those broads that sit on cakes? They just sit on a cake for you?
Ain't none of those broads got nothing on them chicks in Tijuana, though, dude. Those are by far the most talented dancers on the planet. I tested positive to be a Mac Daddy for months.
That's pretty good.
If you're going to test positive for something, Ed, I have to pay a lot extra for the feces streak. That girl was new, man. Bless her heart. She just started.
Most deaf Dr. Drew.
She didn't know how to wipe her butt very good. but she's trying. Yeah. Got to make money, man. Some single moms. Got to make money.
Oh, I'm not hating on the hustle, man. I never knock the hustle.
No. Just started. More like just started. Yeah. Maybe I mean maybe it wasn't fresh. Maybe she just always wipes it up that high at her butt crack, and just about an inch above her butt crack is just stained brown. I don't know. It's dark in there. You had to tell her, "Oh, you have shit on your back." Yeah. The ones that piss me off are the ones that come to work and they're dancing. Then all of a sudden you see the little fucking string tucked up in there. I'm like, look, just don't work those 4 or 5 days. Don't come in here with your string, trying to hide your string in your undies. What in the fuck is going on here? Yeah. Maybe it was the lighting. Well, maybe. It was something. I want to go to one in Atlanta during Blade Show, and I can't ever get anybody that wants to go with me. I just want to worry about knives. I want to go to the Cheetah. Donna, you down to go to the Cheetah while we're in Atlanta?
The fuck is that? Stripos?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I ain't buying no dances. I'll sit at the table and talk until you guys go off and do your weird stuff.
Do your weird stuff. I didn't say I was buying any dances either.
I'll go with you. I ain't got no problem with going to them. I just ain't spending no money there other than like on some drinks.
had a chick break my nose in Texas with her taint on July 4th, 2009. I wasn't there for that one.
They're actually like seafoam green, blue, Tiffany blue, whatever you want to call it.
It looks lima bean green.
Yeah, it's not. That's definitely not. It's like Tiffany blue, seafoam greenish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that yellow light makes it look lima bean green. Dude, that would be badass. If I could meet Nelly at the Cheetah, that would be so cool. Or if I could meet Luda at the Cheetah.
Bugsy, no, this one's brand new, homie. Oh, maybe it's stained already. Shit.
Maddie, we are all filthy sinners here. Yeah. We all got some splaining to do.
Well, I ain't no sinner. I don't believe in that shit.
Yeah, Donnie lives by that thing. If you don't believe in it, there's nothing wrong with it.
I mean, that's how that works.
Yeah. Terry, I'll say this. You can have some of your best times at a strip club at like 3 p.m. If you go during the off hours, those girls, they're a little more desperate during that time of the day. What does she grab your lips with, Ed? Does she just pinch them or with her teeth? What? Man, don't act like you wouldn't be excited to meet Luda at a strip club, dude. Or with her lips. Down under. Wait a minute. You're telling me this girl pinched you? Never mind. We'll talk about this in private later, Ed. But keep in mind, One Moon, they don't all do that. I'm actually about to do a podcast about it. I had somebody ask me to do a podcast about strip club etiquette.
That's a good night, Terry.
Yeah, they're all. A lot of them are nerds, Terry. It's amazing how many of them are nerds. I spent an evening with one, and we didn't do anything but watch anime and eat gummy bears. The first night. I know his songs, but yeah. I think Meathead can probably recite every Ludacris song, or at least all the hits. Terry, did you get that raise? Did Terry find meaningful employment? I hadn't heard this. Then went home and, oh, Terry, you're oversharing now. I'm just kidding, you're not. I'm assuming Terry got a job. I was asking him.
Got a little Chapo there.
So anyway, back to Heat Treat.
Oh, shit.
Weren't we talking about Heat Treats?
I mean, we were, yeah.
Oh, you were talking about effing his boss back then. Make Terry the weird one now.
With an extra chick in the middle. What the fuck?
Did y'all high five? Me and Chap have high fived across an Eiffel Tower before. Heat treating, people getting burned. Yeah. Terry, you share whatever you want to, buddy. This is we don't judge in this live stream. Me can't get his stubby limbs out far enough to high five. It's odd that Kyle knows that. He does have kind of stubby limbs. Well, we did too, Terry. There was two, one on top of the other, and then me, and we high five. Yeah. I see him on screen. You see who? Mayhead hasn't been on camera very, very much though. And you got 300 pounds of pile driving, you don't have to high five. Yeah. God, I miss those days. Those Lortab stab. Just can't have nice things anymore.
Mm-hmm.
There's Apex Alchemy right there.
What's up, Apex?
I was kind of just talking about you, Billy, but we were talking about that podcast I'm supposed to do with y'all.
Dr. Drew. What's up, Derek?
What's up, buddy?
What's your funky ass doing?
Yeah, kind of the same situation, Terry, but I said they were on top of each other facing opposite directions. Anyway, I ain't going to get too detailed.
Well, human centipede going on in that piece? What are you guys doing?
Popping pills and topping heels.
Yep, that was my 20s.
Yeah. Oh.
He's going to go get the papers. Get the papers.
Get what papers?
I was talking about fucking Goodfellas with Derek's comment there.
Oh,
Johnny 2 times. What?
what's up, Luke? I stopped smoking cigarette and got on YouTube an hour ago. Yeah, that podcast, I'm not sure to continue. Dude, podcasts are hard to get off the ground, Billy.
Imperial pints of Jameson.
Everybody has to suffer through 3 or 4 years of nobody watching and listening before. Yeah.
I just got rid of my Cali King.
Got rid of your what?
Big ass California king size bed.
Yeah.
I still have a king size bed.
I had a California King waterbed. That was fun.
Fucking hate water beds.
You weren't using it right, man.
I don't. What does that mean?
You have to slide down towards the foot of it so that you can get your feet against that wooden board, that beam at the bottom.
I don't want to sit on them. I don't want to sleep on them. I don't want to fuck on them.
I ain't talking about all that. I ain't talking about sleeping.
Holy.
But if you get the ball of your feet against that wooden board, you can get that motion and time that ripple in the water. Dude, that's a good time, man.
I mean, can't you just do that without the waves?
Not as smoothly, I don't think.
Well, work on your fucking technique, buddy. Jesus Christ. I didn't know you needed a crutch.
You don't need no technique, dude. It's a fucking NASCAR race. First one to the finish line wins.
Man, we fuck for different reasons, homie.
Yeah. Yeah, my pregame for the bar is 20 ounces or double of Jameson. See, that's where I differ, dude. Like, everybody I know has stories about us when we were all hammered drunk, and I let them tell them. But 95% of the time, I was not hammered drunk. I drink 4 or 5 beers so that my,
I mean, I used to drink a shit ton, like 2 bottles of liquor, but it would be throughout like a 8-hour period. That's like
had those on time.
Before you go to the
If you put your feet down between the wood and the bed, then you can get some serious motion going. The waterbed will add force. Yeah.
Apex, man. I mean, I don't know much about that or you, but you either want to do it or you don't want to do it. It don't matter, man. It's all up to you, bud. It's all good.
Yeah. Waterbeds ruled. Take the sheets off, put baby. No, I never tried that, Brian. I never tried the baby oil. I still had to sleep on that thing. So, never tried that one. Yeah, I kind of assumed that, Terry. Now, don't get me wrong. Me has got stories of when I was fucking falling down drunk. I'm just saying, most of the time, I let everybody else get drunk, and I'd get a little buzzed to kind of hang out in that area. Yeah, I was falling in love. They were falling asleep. Really, you're just trying to piss people off. You're going to be one of the music gatekeepers, aren't you? All you got to do is do one episode and say, everybody's first album ruled, all the rest of it sucked. That pretty much covers it. So what do you think? What do y'all think about this whole Smashing Pumpkins about Billy Corgan and Bill Burr being half brothers? Do you think it's fake? Do you think it's just... So Bill Burr, the comedian, and Billy Corgan were on the Howie Mandel podcast and revealed that they may very well be half brothers. And Bill Burr got offended by it. But the thing you have to remember is Howie Mandel has been known for faking topics in the past. Like when Dana White got pissed off and walked off of his podcast, that was all faked. So
I don't know anything about what you're talking about. So
okay. No, Bill Burr wasn't happy that they brought it up. But like I said, dude, it all could have been staged. I don't know. I went to a family reunion at 26.
that's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 2 bottles, like full, bottles. That was my height probably.
Yeah, the last time I punched Meathead, I drank 2 fists.
Like a night, I mean.
I drank 2 fists and about a half case of beer. So.
Yeah, we'd either get a shit ton of like high-end beer, or we'd each go at 2 bottles of fucking tequila.
Yeah.
Me and my homie.
I don't even remember what I know. It was a fifth of something, and then a normal liquor, and then a fifth of Hot Damn or Ghost Lager or some cinnamon shit. Then like 12 Natty Lights, and then I threw up all over my head.
I didn't even know the dude from Smashing Pumpkins was still alive.
Yeah, he owns a professional.
I just ain't heard about that shit for like that band or that dude forever.
He owns a professional wrestling association now. I don't remember which one it is, but he's always been a big fan of wrestling. So he bought his own wrestling organization. I used to drink a pint.
Damn, Terry. You're lucky you're not fucking dead. I got a buddy who had to get a new liver.
Yeah, we had a good time that night, man. That's for sure. Even though we got to
52 fucking beers. What in the fuck? How can you even like hold that much anything?
Dude, me had drank 52 beers this morning.
The most beers I've ever drank in a night was a 20-pack of fucking Bud fucking bottles. And dude, I threw up because there's too much to fucking drink, man.
Right. Just the volume.
Damn.
Just that volume of liquid.
Fucking much volume. Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
It's honestly probably what.
The only person I've ever known that could outdrink Meathead in beer was probably my brother. And I would watch him. He'd be working, dude. He'd reach in a cooler and grab a beer out of the ice and open it with his teeth. And he'd pop the top and then just squeeze it into his mouth and throw the empty can down.
Jesus fuck. I go through my phases. Like, I never quit drinking, but I just don't drink that much.
I was the same way, dude. I never made a decision I'm going to quit drinking. I just didn't have the opportunity for a little while, and before I knew it, it'd been months. The only time I will drink anything alcoholic now is with Meathead. If I'm at Meathead's, I'll have a beer with him, or if I'm going to be there all night, I might get a little tipsy. But
right,
that's the only person I drink beer with anymore.
Apex. I actually had I had a glass of mead earlier, but I don't really count that as drinking.
Well, Ryan, you haven't had a beer. You haven't drank in 10 years because you weren't very good at it. I mean, you were good at consuming it, but I just remember when I met you and I knew you, I thought, man, this dude is never going to be anything but a drunk. You proved me wrong. Good job on that. I got you, dude. I just don't have the urge. I just don't think about drinking a beer. I can't even be around Meathead when he's drinking them and not think about grabbing one. Every now and then I will. But I don't know.
That's good, Terry.
Yeah. Good for you, Neil. I done that DUI and I lived across the street from the bar.
It sure is, Merso. It is definitely required.
We'll see you, Billy.
Later, Apex.
I'm getting trashed on my deathbed. You want to get dinner? What time is it there? Well, yeah. I mean, I guess the West Coast is still like 8:30. I will say this though, back when me and Meathead was hanging out every day, and all we ate were fatty meats cooked on a barbecue grill, and drank beer. As long as we were awake, we were drinking beer. My health was fine. I was much healthier.
Yeah, I never had no health problems from drinking or anything else I do. So fuck.
Yeah, I didn't fall apart till I quit drinking. But then again, I didn't just quit drinking. I quit drinking and I quit doing everything else. I just kind of sat down and didn't get back up for a long time.
That's what they say, Derek. Once you quit, it's not good.
Yeah. Derek, did you get cancer because of the dumb bitch, or did you quit drinking because of the dumb bitch? Oh, you're right there, mate. Yeah, we didn't. We were on our feet working on something till fucking midnight every night, every day of the week. Trying to make some off-road vehicle that we couldn't really afford stay running long enough to go back to the woods. Terry, I've kind of curbed that to a degree too. I still love my knives, but I don't have to have new shit constantly. Cheeto, what the hell is a Micheladas? Is that one of those flavored Michelobes or something? Yeah, Mayhew, could you picture me trying to walk up Big John now? Probably have
me either, bud.
And a harness to get me up it. That's just his ethnic version of Michelob. Was it got like chunks of salsa floating around in it? Is that what a Micheladas is? Has it got some salsa floating around in the bottle? Beer of your choice with some clam. Is that clam and tomato juice you're talking about?
I think so.
You Hispanic dudes are weird, man. Ryan, we lived out at Big John for years. Mexican drink made with beer, lime juice, assorted sauces, often chili-based spices, and chili peppers. Huh. I think I'm gonna pass. I'll just drink a Natty Light as long as it's ice cold. I did find out Thursday that my knee will still touch my face. Did you knee yourself in the face? And was it on purpose? Dude, there was this chick that worked at the club I worked at that all she drank was Corona, but she'd put a little grenadine in it. Said make it turn pink.
It sounds disgusting.
I tried it one time. I ain't gonna lie, dude. It's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good, dude. She'd always get her Corona, take a drink of it. They'd put a shot of grenadine in it.
No.
It's pretty damn good, dude.
I don't know. Maybe.
Within a year, like every Corona you saw sitting around.
I mean, grenadine's really good, but Corona's not good. So you're just really ruining some tasty sweetness.
Well, you just have to consider that tasty grenadine kind of knocks the bitter out of the Corona. So.
All right. Well, I can see that. It's like putting a lime in it, I guess.
Bohemia is the best Mexican beer, Near Salt. You're correct. I remember the first time I had Bohemia, I drank like 6 of them and thought somebody had drugged me because I wasn't used to beer being
I like the sweets.
No, it wasn't good. What are you talking about, Brian F? I had my first Bohemia in Tijuana, Near Salt. That was pretty much the bar we were in. The only choices were Dos Equis and Bohemia. And my Mexican roommate, Sammy, told me that the Bohemia was stronger, so that's what I got. Fun fact, grenadine is not cherry flavor. It's pomegranate. Thanks, Terry.
That's right.
I love pomegranates.
It's fucking delicious. In the margarita, grenadine goes in margaritas. That's for
sure. Have you bought a pomegranate lately, though?
No, I don't eat fruit.
One pomegranate at the grocery store is like $5.
I don't doubt it. Only time I buy fruit is if I'm making like a pastry or something, but I don't actually eat fruit.
Oh.
I'll whir it up and put it in something.
I remember the first time my grandmother cracked me one open. I was eating those. Man, that was the most delicious thing I'd ever tasted. Oh, I got you, Brian. I liked it all right. Grenadine is, in fact, Martino cherries. I got 20 years bartending under my belt. Anything healthy is stupid expensive. You're right. Drank 4 Mickey 40s one night and felt like I was dehydrated for 3 days. Couldn't drink enough water to stop being dried up. Pacifico. I haven't tried a Pacifico. Bohemia is not the smoothest beer I've ever drank, but like I said, 6 of them. After 6 of them, all it took was that little Mexican dancer asking me twice before I spent $60. So. Yeah, those
40s, dude. When they came in the grenades, you get like the pallet of like 16 grenades. Holy fuck, dude! We used to drink the shit out of those.
Okay, that's not a bad idea. I've seen many studies showing where they tested the fruit at like the bartender's fruit they have set out, and the fucking dude, that shit's always got like salmonella, all kind of fucking diseases in it.
Jorge, I'm about to pick your ear a bit. My brother wants to brew some beer. We've been brewing mead for the last couple of years, and Ernie wants to do some beer. So
yeah. I've also heard that the
me and Ernie don't believe in food poisoning.
Like they've done multiple tests, and always the most the nastiest thing, and even just a restaurant, is the lemons that they put in your water.
Brian F. Nice. I'll hit you up too.
I think it's because they don't wash the outside of the lemons and stuff. They just cut
like
them
up. Don't wash shit. Bartenders are gross most of the time.
The gun that water comes out of if they don't clean it.
Yeah, it's just like at the gas station. They never clean the fucking, or at the fucking MacD's or whatever. They never clean the fucking fountain.
That's not true. Not at all of them. The one my mother works at,
I'm saying like they don't. Most places don't clean them enough.
That's why that's the only place she would stop and get a drink, because she cleaned them every day when she worked there.
No. I grew up fucking cleaning them. When my mom was working at Burger King, she'd be like, "Go clean the goddamn fountain."
Right. Oh, you're 100% right there, Bugsy. I've watched dancers walk that back there and just stick their hands in ice.
Yup, that's gross too.
Yeah. Those ice machines are nasty. Well, the ones with the door that you can access. You're much better off. It's the one where it makes it in it. This probably still dirty.
Derek, I know, but if it's a nice enough restaurant, I'll still go.
Yeah.
I don't really.
I don't know if I still have the pictures, dude. I had. I was at work one day and the water main out by the building had burst, and they came out to fix it. And dude, this iron pipe's like this big around.
Right in the can.
And there was literally a hole left about this big around that the water was flowing through. And the rest of it was just this orange and red and brown nastiness. And after that, instead of fixing it, the city came and posted a notice that our water in our building was non-potable. All we could use it for was flushing the toilets.
Yep.
They had to start hiring a company to bring in drinking water. But dude, that same water main feeds half this town.
You wild bastard. Yeah, the QTs here are pretty good. Shit, I haven't been to a QT in like 2 years, probably.
What's a QT?
It's a big gas station chain.
Oh.
Quick Trip.
Quick Trip, yeah. I've seen
like red.
Yeah. My Bugsy, they wouldn't even let us filter it. They said it wasn't just because all filtering does is removes like the heavy metals. They thought it's not even filterable. I was impressed that the company I worked for, they spent a lot of money having bottled water brought in so we could still drink. I'm a fish and shrimp breeder. I test water all the time. Cool. Flint, Michigan, best yellow water in the United States. But you know what, man? Since the beginning of time, we've been consuming parasites and nastiness. I mean, you know,
a little dirt's good for you. Builds up the immune system.
Right. Got my first 2 books headed to Stevie and Maddie. I wrote and illustrated them. That's awesome.
I can only imagine what that would entail.
Yeah, I can imagine they're going to be fun.
But they came from the earth. No, we make a bunch of shit. That's not true.
There's still 7-Elevens out there now.
We don't have any here anymore. I used to have fucking old ladies buying me cigarettes at the 7-Eleven when I was a kid. It was awesome.
Yeah. I think the last 7-Eleven I was in, though, was in California. I don't think I've been in one since.
Yeah, they stopped. They pulled them all out of here like fucking 10, 15 years. 15 years ago.
Everything here now is Mapco's.
Nice P&W.
Jet Peps.
What's our water's good. My brother works for our water place, man. Our shit's the district provides.
Josh, you weren't there for it. Guys were talking about the other night about knife packaging, and you know some of the nice shit their knives have came in, and I told them I was going to start shipping my knives out, nicely packaged in a Josh Branson sock.
Yeah, we got like QT, Casey's. There's another one. BP's.
Yeah, we have very few convenience stores anymore that are American owned. You can almost guarantee when you walk in a convenience store in this town, somebody's going to say, "Hello, buddy."
Yeah, that's true.
Josh, if I sell a lot of knives, dude, it's going to take a lot of work. You have to round up 3 or 4 buddies just to get that sock ready. I remember the St. Anne, Ryan. Yeah, all they had was like one drink cooler, literally like one of the little refrigerator-sized drink coolers. They had all the cigarettes and a couple of quarts of oil. They were all very tiny. You can send my knife in an empty Pringle can. That's not a bad idea. Thank you. Come again. What's up, Ouchie? Yeah, they had all the cigarettes. That's one thing you count on St. Anne. You wanted some. What were those? What were those cigarettes that had the hollow filter? Used to be really popular. They're still out there, but man, they're super expensive now. So I got started with a V. Everybody around here used to say I got to get me a pack of hollow points because the filter was hollowed. What were those? Not Parliament. Just give up, Ryan. We knew what you were saying. What are those cigarettes, guys? With the hollow filter. Like they were kind of a Vantage. That's it. The Vantage were like the first cigarettes around here to hit like $8 a pack. I don't even know what they are now. But they were more expensive than Marlboros. That was the most expensive. Vantage and Cool were the 2 most expensive cigarettes you could buy around here for a while. That's why all the menthol smokers switched from Cool to Newports. But now I think Newports are super expensive.
Shit, Newports have always been expensive around here.
Yeah. Virginia Slims. Cool, because you ain't unless you smoke them. It's weird. I smoked Marlboro Lights just about the entire time I smoked.
Cheerleader lights are so gross.
Once I quit smoking, like habitually, like now I'll smoke. Now I might go a month without smoking a cigarette. Then I might smoke 3 or 4 in a month. It depends on who I'm around. But dude, I love a menthol now.
Yeah. I used to smoke them when I skateboarded, but I don't like smoking them anymore.
Yeah. I smoke Newport so I don't get deport. This is the best vape I've ever bought. And they had them on clearance for $8 a piece. I should have bought more because this is the best one I've ever had.
God, those were gross to me, man. I don't know. I don't like flavored cigarettes like that.
Camel Crest.
That's what I count that as a flavored cigarette. It tasted like chewing gum.
Smoked Cools when I did. Up here,
I don't even smoke Marlboro. I smoked Cools.
Yeah. Bugsy, I had some buddies in Canada. They were talking about a can of Skulls like $18, something like that. Like a half case of beer is like $50, $60. And everybody talks about, well, yeah, all that stuff's high in Canada, but that's how they can afford free health care.
They were still men.
No, they can afford free health care because we subsidize that country with billions and billions of dollars. So how does that make you feel that Canada has free health care because of our money, but we can't have it?
Kyle, for as long as I've smoked, I've never surpassed my pack and a half pretty much a day thing forever.
Yeah, they're towards the end. That's the way I was, dude. I was buying whatever was cheapest. Whatever was on sale, I'd buy it. I didn't care. Malcolm, you're much better off, buddy. Stupidest thing I ever did was starting nicotine. I'm so addicted. There's times I'll have a dip. Well, tonight you saw it. I'd have a dip in my mouth, a vape in my hand, and I don't stop till I fall asleep. The only time I don't have.
Yeah, but that's like your only vice, really.
It is not. Well, yeah, kind of.
I mean, as far as like, habitual drug use goes.
Yeah. Yeah, but I can't imagine having a hardcore drug addiction like this where I had to have it 24/7. I'd already be dead.
Me too. I got lucky and shit never stuck to me like that. I do fucking anything for as long as I wanted and then just not.
Trying these
That's fucked up, Kyle.
I've tried them.
CPAP machines just rigged up to your fucking vape. Put the whole mask on, just vape all night long.
There's people that do marijuana like that, aren't there? Don't they have like marijuana masks that you can just
to sleep in though?
Oh, not to sleep in.
That's what I'm talking about.
Don't give me any
ideas. He in sleep.
Yeah. Like I said, my hats off to you, buddy. I'm glad it doesn't appeal to you.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, the gas mask bongs. Yeah, wasn't there a football player that somebody got a hold of a video of him smoking through a gas mask and it cost him a bunch of spots in the draft or some shit? I remember that. It was that big offensive lineman from Auburn, I think. I just don't understand how people do marijuana every day. Like, it's somewhat fun.
Wake up till I go to bed, man.
It's somewhat fun for me, but Laramie Tunsil. I just can't imagine feeling like that every day.
But it's a different feeling when you've been doing it long enough, man.
I guess, yeah.
You know, like if I stopped smoking weed for 6 months and then got high, I'd get just as high as you fucking get. I'd be like, oh. But
I just don't like the fact that my brain doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't do that to me.
Ouchie, I did not. We were hardcore dedicated to Brad's, dude. Every time we went to Pismo, we went to Brad's. The waitresses were all super hot with those little khaki shorts with their butt cheeks hanging out of them, and the food was always excellent. Once we discovered Brad's, we never ate anywhere but Brad's. We'd leave Brad's at night, dude. Sometimes our bill would be $400 or $500 for 3 or 4 of us. That was food and beer, and we'd tip those girls $100, $200. I think Brad's is like kind of gone kind of vegan-y, super Californian now, though. I don't think it's as cool a place as it used to be. Oh, I'm sure it has Meersalt. Everything. California was still an awesome place to be when I was out there. You didn't have, it just wasn't like it is nowadays.
What's up, B Shady?
But Derek, I disagree. I don't think California sucks. I think there's certain cities and politics in California that sucks. But California as a location is absolutely beautiful, man.
I've only been there once. I don't care.
And I've only been to the beach in California like twice, and it was just, I think the Gulf, the Gulf down here is better. But as far as the mountains go, dude, you haven't seen mountains if you haven't been in the Sierras. it just sucks that, you know, it's well, yeah, and that's the thing, dude. Even in LA, it's still not all of LA that's right. It's just certain parts. There's still certain parts of LA that are fine. I'm assuming, but Ouchie, have you tried Brad's? Is it still good? I looked up Brad's recently on the internet, and it looked like there was like a lot of vegan choices and stuff. But we would go to Brad's for the clam chowder and the tri-tip, because I remember they had a big grill outside, and they had this guy with like this. He had a spatula that had like a 4-foot handle on it, just out there flipping meat. It was so good, man. Everything at Brad's was delicious. But it looks like it's gotten real blue-haired. I don't know. Oh yeah, Ryan, you're 100% right. There's parts of every state's like that. There's parts of Birmingham, Alabama you don't want to be in. There's parts of Gadsden, Alabama you don't want to be in.
Most of Nebraska you don't want to be.
Yeah, I've heard Omaha's rough.
Terrible trash.
I've always been a Splash fan. I don't know what that means, Elsie. Are you the same guy that I had the conversation with Brad's with back about a year ago? Jorge, I went to Compton just as a white kid to say that I did, and it was during the daytime. And I never went to Stockton, but I had more trouble in Fresno than I did anywhere. Like I couldn't walk around in public in Fresno, and there was a 155-pound Hispanic kid that wanted to prove to his buddies that they could whoop me. No reason. I just quit going to Fresno because every time I went, I ended up getting in a fight that made no sense, that I wanted no part of. So I really didn't like Fresno. I spent a lot of time in Visalia and Hanford. I know those are like small farming towns, but man, the girls in Visalia, I don't understand. I don't know why there are so many Portuguese chicks in that area, that northern part of California, but there was a lot of Portuguese girls, and they were awesome.
Short circuit.
It was all bark. It wasn't all bark from. I mean, sometimes it was all bark. Sometimes I would say I could talk my way out of it because there was a communication barrier, but sometimes they just let me walk away. And they felt like they won because they got this big white boy to back down. But I never wanted a fight to begin with. But I will say one thing that about the people in Fresno. It was always a group of them that would come up talking trash or even laying hands on me. But I never had a situation where like they all jumped me. It was always one guy. Portuguese chicks. Yeah. Oh, Portuguese. I know how they pronounced it, and they would say Portuguese. Now maybe the S was just silent for them, but
mine the resin all over the tip. Gavco. Tiger shark or snow tiger, he called it because he did the white and black. Which I don't know how he does that.
Yeah, the only problem with Portuguese girls is, though, dudes, they're all super hot when they're young because they got those thick butts, that nice complexion. Dude, when they all get about 35, they grow a mustache and get about 4 feet wide. It's rare that you see an attractive Portuguese woman after about 35.
It's pretty good, Bugsy. I followed Gavco like long before I even started making knives. I've always loved the look of his knives. It's on bearings and shit, so the action's fucking drop shutty or whatever. It's a nice knife. I beat it up.
Bugsy, is there a difference between Brazilian girls and Portuguese girls though? Because I mean Brazilians speak Portuguese, so I'm assuming that Portuguese and Brazilian girls are probably about the same thing. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong.
That's all of them, Derek. All women.
No, but he ain't kidding, though, dude. Some of them Latino women are on a different level. Well, do you call Brazilian women Latino, though? Maybe I'm wrong about that, too. Trying to find you an example of a prime late 80s, early 90s California Portuguese chick.
Bugsy, what if it's an African chick, but she's only lived here for a little while? Because I've had all three.
I don't know that I've ever met an African chick.
Yeah, I gotta be careful. I'll fucking cut myself with it before, Ryan.
This pic always kills me because me being so young in it doesn't date the picture as much as the Bart Simpson poster in the back.
Nice.
We were kids, though, dude.
Yeah, the action on it is like, I mean, it's fucking, it's like, you ever held a Grimsmo? Like, it feels like nothing, you know? But, you know, it's nice and tight and everything.
The only Grimsmo I've ever handled, I got to do a buddy loaned me one for a review, and I was impressed with it, but it's not for me.
No, that's not for me either. I don't like them, but are they made well? Yes.
Yeah, they're done very well. It's just they don't feel substantial at all to me. Like
me and Ernie feel like they, and this sounds fucked up, but they feel cheap.
They're so light and so thin that they don't feel like an expensive.
Yeah. And then there's like, you don't feel the action at all, which is nice, but at the same time, it's like, is this the real knife? What's going on here?
Right. I feel like
super well fucking made.
I feel like it's too much of a good thing. Like they exceeded.
Like they're too perfect.
Right.
Again.
Right. Oh, you want action? Them, you know? They're like, oh, you want action? Try this, and it was just
right. But I don't even like this. Isn't for me. I don't like this. I'd rather have like more hydraulic or even have to manually close my knife. For me personally, I make mine to drop, but.
Hey, Pedro. There we are, sitting at Brad's in Pismo Beach. That was the outdoor dining area at Brad's.
I just don't like how thin they are. That's why I call it rosy, but I know I don't like it because I know they're super thin.
I was really fortunate that a lot of my buddies back then had pictures and somehow got them converted to digital because I had no photographic
nice bugs
from back then. There's me and Junior Dos Santos. Speaking of Brazilians.
Boom.
I almost went unconscious just from him touching my chin.
Bugsy, you checked out Edgy Blade Works and his tipper. It's kind of similar. I don't have one.
Derek, that picture was probably 1990. 91. Yeah, Ryan, that was prime JDS too. That was before Father Time caught up with him. He said, dude, I just lost. What's Scott Still's company name?
Edgy Blade Works.
AG Blade Works. And
yeah,
yes, it does sound a lot like my name. We're not going to go into that. Just kidding. But yeah, Ryan does incredible work.
Well, Bugsy, he also put out the knife I'm talking about. He just put out a production with what, Concept or somebody?
Yeah. Yeah.
Jorge, nice, dude. Me and Scotty are gonna collab later in the year after Blade Show. I think we're gonna do like 2 knives and put them up.
I actually offered to change my name if it bothered Scott because our names were so close, but he was cool with it. So
you don't care, man.
Yeah. And in 90, Derek, I was 19.
Todd Carr, yes.
Yeah, and he definitely has the coolest knife logo of all time.
He's got a fucking logo, that's for sure.
Yeah. The 2 rhinos fucking, I have no idea where it came from, why he came up with that, but I love it.
Probably too many mushrooms.
Yeah. Yeah, Ryan, I think after you get a knife from Donnie, you should look into Scott Stills too. That's a
yeah, his work's killer, man. I've held a bunch of his knives.
Yeah. It just takes a little fancier taste. Kind of like Grimsmo when they first came out. I mean, Grimsmos are kind of universally accepted at this point, but that blade shape was so odd that you had to.
I personally I'm not a fan of his tipper one. Like that's just not for me. But all his other knives, I fucking love. Yeah, I don't like it. But that's just
I haven't seen a blade shape he does that's for me, but I appreciate what he does.
No, yeah, and the knife works awesome. And it's super useful.
Yeah.
I like his Astral model.
Yeah. I never used one, Bugsy. I just handled it, and it was just too thin. It dropped shut so easy. It almost made me think: is there something missing in this knife? I don't know. It's weird.
Mark Parks.
Anyway, how about this Protect TR4 Auto? I do love this blade shape, and then honestly, this blade shape reminds me a lot of Javon's design that I'm working on right now. The one in the thumbnail. Yeah, Todd, I don't know how. I mean, they can't be saving money making their own screws. So, I don't know. What is that?
No, that's something I drew yesterday.
Ah. I like that, dude.
I might make one. Did you see that other smaller one I'm gonna do, Shane?
I don't think so. Oh yeah. Yeah, dude, that looks good.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna try to have a proto of this at Blade Show.
I prefer the one with the larger hole because I'm not a thumb stud guy, but
yeah, I'm trying to move into. I wish I had a mill so I could do like the whole shape I want, but Holes are nice, man, because then I don't have to make thumb studs. And I don't want to buy thumb studs anymore since I started making them, because then I look like an asshole.
Not really.
No, I know, not really, but like now,
I don't think most people care if you bought.
I already have like a pride level now of it, where like if I'm gonna have thumb studs, I have to make them, and I can't go back now. So,
yeah. Ryan asked, "Was that a Spidey hole?"
No. Well, it's a hole.
No.
Derek, yeah.
Yeah, I used to think it was kind of bullshit that they had a patent on the hole, but then they're so easy to work with as far as letting you use it. So that part's cool, I guess. But if I'm not mistaken, the only patent or copyright, whatever it is, it only applies to an exact size hole. I think it's I think it just applies to a 14 millimeter hole.
Yeah, they have a pretty specific thing on, or a 14 millimeter divot. If it's a round divot, it's like, but it looks like the Spidey hole. I think they have the shit on that too.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, Arshir. Thanks, Ryan.
Yeah.
It's a blessed hole. Donnie hole.
I would think less of Spyderco if they had copywritten that and then they were dicks with it. But from what I understand, it's pretty easy to get their permission to use it.
I'm going to have one of these at Blade Show too. Now I got at least one more.
Dude, I don't know if I'm going to have knives for Blade Show or not. I don't know how to handle that situation. Like, if I have people wanting to buy knives and putting in orders, I wouldn't feel right making them, not selling them their knife and instead taking it to Blade Show and hoping I sell it. Then if I don't sell it to them when I get back, that just don't seem right to me.
Well, I don't know. You also got to think about it, like, especially people in our community and the people that go to Blade Shows and stuff like that. Like, they know when a maker's coming up on Blade Show that their shit is a. As I die.
Yeah.
They know that, some shit's going to take backseat for a little while.
Right. Yeah.
Bugsy, I do it with a Dremel disc in my drill press, which is probably why my drill press is so fucked up now. And I just broke $400 worth of fucking counterboards. So, yeah. You're going to have to correct that. Derek, I know. I was like dying there. I was trying to do it live, but it didn't happen.
Just make it into a halo. Yeah, there's lots of things you can do. And to be honest, I don't think Spyderco's out to get any small custom makers anyway. I think that licensing is mostly just for like production companies. I've never heard of anybody saying that Spyderco sent them a cease and desist or anything like that.
No, I haven't heard of it, buddy.
Yeah, if they have, I haven't heard about it. I know Benchmade.
I know you can pay them.
So kind of a trade they did. When Benchmade wanted to use the hole in the Griptilian, they allowed Benchmade to use the hole in the Griptilian, and Benchmade allowed them to do the ball lock on the Mannix, which makes no sense. I don't feel like Spyderco needed their permission because it's so much different and levels better than Benchmade's bar lock.
Kyle, right? I'm actually going to have some custom ones made by this guy, and I have to buy at least 5 of them, but I'm getting them for a good price. And they're better than the ones I can buy. Also, I think I'm going to try to switch up my hardware style and go with a slightly bigger hardware so I have fucking sturdier fucking tooling.
Yako, if they did, I don't know about it. But I think it was just kind of a gentleman's agreement on the Mannix. But I don't think it's enough like a bar lock to matter. PNW, I would agree, man. I pushed Benchmade for a long time, but I just don't understand. If it was everybody, I could understand it. But when Benchmade had a bug out and S30V was $186, and at the same time, Spyderco released a Manix and Rex 45 for 108. It just didn't add up, man. You're talking about the same scale materials. You're talking about a way better blade steel, a way more significant lock system for $80 to $98 cheaper. I don't get it either. But I don't think Benchmade sales are hurting any. I think their people are going to buy their knives regardless. And a lot of people that they were made for, your military and police get such a heavy discount anyway. I don't think it's all that big a deal to them. Right, Derek. Yeah. Benchmade. Ball locks suck. I love mine, Bugsy. I can't stand.
I've never even used one.
I can't stand a bar lock. Well, it's not that I can't stand the bar lock. A bar lock doesn't work well for me. But the ball lock on the Manix just does. Now, granted, I have to do a little work on it to make it work the way I want it to, but I can't do that same work on a Benchmade and make it work as well. Right? A lot of people love a bug out, dude. The bug out, was what started the whole super lightweight, discreet carry pocket knife thing, really. And, hats off to them for that. It's just they keep getting so damn expensive without improvement. And if there is any improvement, then you pay out the ass for it. If you want a better blade steel or better scale material, it's even more expensive. Yeah. Kyle, I don't think so. Unless they may be out in the. If you want to look, let me know. I'll go get them out of the mailbox. They could be in the mailbox. Yeah, see, Ryan, I have an issue with that, dude. $300 for a S90, and their S90's not. It's not top of the food chain S90. I mean, neither is Spyderco. In all honesty, Spyderco's not doing S90 where it could be, but it's better than Benchmade's. How is the ball lock a fail, Bugsy? I'm curious because I know when I've seen it tested, I think the only thing that beat the Manix was the Triad lock on the cold steel. Of course, I understand the lock failing's not is not the only issue. It could be, just the use. Yeah, I get that. I mean, if you like them and you don't have a problem with the price, then you're their people. But they've made it harder for the everyday Joe to access. How much was that new cold, that really thin cold steel? Do you guys remember
Narrows or whatever? No, that's not that.
Cold Steel made something like that. I know Maddie's talked about it a lot. It's like the CF1 or something like that. I can't remember what it's called.
Me neither.
I was wondering how much that was. Terry, I agree. I think it is more reliable than an Axis lock. That's why I'm curious as to what Bugsy means by Well, lockup isn't the issue, but the area around the ball fills up. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah. See, I've not used mine in a way that it would get clogged up. So yeah, I can see where that could be an issue. Or I've had them freeze closed. Yeah, Bugsy, you may be working doing a particular type of work in a particular environment that I don't run across. The Manix 3 tri-ball lock is even better than that. Cheeto, when that Manix 3 comes out, you know I'm going to get one, buddy. P&W says too much. Cold Steel is going the way of Benchmade too. My problem with Cold Steel, I haven't had an issue. I haven't wanted a Cold Steel since they've been bought out until I find out what has changed. Like, are a lot of them still made in Taiwan? Because if they moved it off from Taiwan to China, then I'm out. Kyle says my knives are here. That could be something I could show. Let me go see. Let me go see if it's in the mailbox. Give me like 3 minutes. I'll be back.
Yeah, man.
I got to pee anyway.
All right. It's fair, Bugsy. Yeah, I mean, y'all know about all this production stuff more than I do. You can probably still hear me, this old bastard. And no, I would just tell him. Ryan, which knife did you say you like? The one that I said I'm actually going to have a proto of? Or the bigger one? Or the first just sketch? Nah, anything I got to talk shit to Shane about, I'll tell him. Shane wanted to fight me before we actually became friends. I don't know what Cold Steel costs now, but I'm pretty sure when I bought this motherfucker, like 15-ish years ago, it was like $70. I'm guessing it's not $70 now. Oh, so the bigger one, Ryan, this one? The one that showed up blue? Yeah, the Knight's Edge said he'd fucking buy it if I made it, so now I'm making it. It was just a sketch till he said that. Malcolm, that the one I'm for sure, the smaller one that I'm for sure making a proto of. Let me grab it again. This one. So I'm actually trying to design it with. I don't think I have the sketches in here. Let me see if it's under this button. There's like 2 pieces. No, but I think I also. I don't know. I might design this one. Yeah, it's going to have a hole or something there. But it's also going to have a front flipper thing because I want to make it to just have a single stop pin back here and no track. I want to make it fucking easier to build for me without a mill. So we'll see what's going on. My Defiant? Oh, yeah. Where's that at? This old guy. This is a funky blade. It'll have a different blade. It just won't have this hump right here. And then I'll do one with a Tonto and one with just a belly on the front. I know, I should have started making these a long time ago, but I mean, I did, but then I never made good ones.
We're about to find out, Bugsy.
Nah, thanks, buddy.
I'm not sure what all is in here. To be honest, I don't remember what all is supposed to be in here.
Sorry, Shane. Hold it. Oh, you were asking about the size of this one. It's about the size of a Sage 5.
So I got my shaman back. This poor knife, dude, I've used this thing.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude. I wish y'all could see this edge. I don't know if it's going to show up on camera.
It looks shiny.
Kyle's a fucking mad scientist, man.
Oh, that got back from Kyle, yeah.
So my shaman is back. Let's see what's in here. Oh, my life is complete again, guys.
What'd you get? Uh-oh.
I got my Mannix back. Rex 45,
Nice.
AWT scales. You guys want to talk about fucking drop shut action? How much drop? Dude, that's washers. Washers, guys. That's why I love the ball lock. Because you can get
Bugsy, like, I mean, kinda. Hit me up on Insta, we'll talk. But like
he said use a knife, Shane. It wasn't that I was using
not in the traditional sense, I'll say.
It's just my eyesight has gotten so bad in your assault that I was having to pay very close attention to. Oh yeah, this is a little Puko outdoors knife I made for my wife's cousin. He already had this pretty much this exact knife, but it was in 1095, so he wanted it in something better. So I made it for him in M4.
Nice.
Not supposed to be super fancy. It's just wood scales.
I like it.
Yeah. Oh, that M4 is toothy, dude. That M4 is nasty.
Bugsy, thanks, man.
You did an awesome job already, Kyle. And then this should be. Hell, Kyle's gonna have to remember or help me remember who this even belongs to. This was the last Thug. Oh, this is empties. I gotta make a. I gotta make him a sheath for it, and get it off to him. Yeah, that was the last one. He purchased the very last one. So got to get a sheath mode for that. It is Rex 45, Ryan. I bought the lightweight because I knew I was going to change the scales anyway. So it's like a $110 knife and a set of $100 scales. That's my point, dude. So this is $20 more than a bug out. I just don't see how you could not pick that. Yeah. How are those for diet scale, Shane? Huh? Oh, $4
scales for this thing.
Yeah, man, the 4-out looks awesome. Nice high polish. Can y'all see the sheen on those? I'll be honest, dude. That finish, that is not me. That's 100% Kyle's doings.
Yeah, they look fucking nice.
I wouldn't want to handle that knife like with oily hands. It's just gonna be slick. Ain't no doubt about that. Well, I'll tell you this, Ryan. I hope you have better dexterity in your hands than I do when you go to change these, because that's why I sent this to Kyle, was to let him change it. The last time I changed scales, I did it live, and it was a disaster. I appreciate that, Ryan. I'm sure there are knives out there called a thug other than mine, aren't there? Has anybody else ever made a thug, you think?
Not that I know of.
I bet there is. I bet somebody has done that before. Mannix is the better knife, but Bug Out is the better marketing knife or marketed knife. And marketing always beats quality when it comes to making money, unfortunately. Everyone needs to learn something about marketing. You're 100% right.
What's up, Brian? How you doing, buddy?
Now, Ryan, since you're here, Ryan, yeah, we made a thug. Ryan, since you're here, this guy in the chat right there, Transparent Knives, he makes reblades for Bug Outs that are literally pushing the outer limits of heat treat and geometry. Now, you're talking about having a pretty heavy investment into your Bug Out by the time you buy a Transparent Blades reblade.
Fully worth it.
Worth every penny.
Dude, the only reason I'm sad I don't have a Benchmade anymore is because of fucking that I know Brian now.
Right. You know, when I talk about things that inspired me in making knives, and I know I'm not there yet. I probably never will be. But if I could ever achieve anything, it would be to be able to grind as thin and cleanly as Transparent Knives does. Like that's the knife maker I want to be. What Brian's doing. That is a little bit of the problem, right? He's not hard to get a hold of. He's on IG at Transparent Knives. But if I'm not mistaken, I think he still has to do like a lotto drawing system just to be able to buy one. But anyway, yeah.
Ryan, it's a Strider something. It's like a half integral.
So Yoko the bitch is the one that's in the male. And your Vigilante is drilled and cut, awaiting heat treat. What was your other knife? Oh, yeah. One of your Vigilantes is both scales are on. The pins
Brian, this one's good, man.
The pins are in. I still have to cut the pins off and do the final sand on the scale.
Like, dude, seriously, I've held a bunch of fucking Striders in past years, and they all fucking sucked. This has definitely changed my mind too. I still don't like this big ass one. I'd like a smaller one, but like this one, this is too much for me back here. But this knife's nice as fuck.
Yeah, you should have your first. Of course, your Vigilante's got to go to Kyle, but that doesn't take long. I should be done with your first Vigilante this week, so then Kyle should get it sharpened, get it to you.
That's an H2G2.
You don't like the on that Strider? I like that handle shape, Brian. I know it's probably not the most ergonomic, but I like the way it looks.
I don't mind it, but I like the one that's slightly smaller than this one. Not the really small one, but
I kind of did a gun stock handle on this, but I didn't make it as fat in the back. Now my Heathen is nearly that fat in the back though.
Brian, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I need to hold a smaller one. But you know my Ripley, man. I like taper at the rear, buddy.
Pull Ryan that one and get you a PT.
Ryan, this is not mine. It's Merceau's.
Oh. They'll just sell Merceau's. He won't care.
Okay. Then I'd have to give him his knife for fucking, well, at least discount. I don't know what this thing's worth.
I don't even know what Striders sell for anymore.
I have no idea. I know some of them are fucking expensive, but I know some of them are not. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what just a base model.
You'd have to ask fucking Merceau or fucking Scotch.
Yeah.
Yeah, the S&G Hori, I think that is, yeah, Merceau. All right, yeah. But I've never held one. I've held the little mini ProTech Auto one, and then on this one, and I don't remember if I ever held like an S&G. I don't remember.
Kyle, was this a pain in the ass to resharpen? Because it had no edge on it. I'm just wondering, was it a pain in the ass? Have you guys noticed that sheen? That's not the factory. That looks that way because we literally had to Scotch-Brite all the glue off of it. This poor shaman went through it, man. It was fine. We're good. Around $350 for a Strider. Yeah, I feel like that's fair. That's what I'm looking at. If a Strider,
there's some limited edition ones that fucking go for big money, but
I've held some that were thousands of dollars.
Yeah. Well, I know even Scotch has a few that are at least $1,000.
Yeah. Well, he does a collab with SOE, and the SOE Strider, especially the ones John has, he has like seal number 1 and 2. He gets number 1 and 2 of all of them. I've seen people offering $10,000 for those knives.
Okay.
Yeah. But you got to kind of be, you got to be a Strider.
More than gold at that point, probably.
Yeah, you got to be a Strider and a SOE fanboy to pay that. Yeah, it's not that it's that much nicer a knife.
No, yeah, I mean, yeah.
That's probably a ProTech. I do regret getting rid of my ProTech S&G.
Launched.
But it's because I got rid of it because I have to be in a mood to carry an auto. I'm not going to carry an auto.
I don't know.
As nice as much as I like this knife, I don't carry it every day. I never will. I can't remember what steel this one is. I think this is the CPMD2. I don't know anything about the edge retention because I haven't cut enough with it to dull it.
I don't know shit about that steel.
I know it can be really good. I'm not going to say that ProTech is really good because I don't know. Brian might know. In all honesty, Ryan, when you hear us talking about steels and heat treats and acting like we know shit, a lot of it, we're just repeating what Brian said. I mean, that hurts to admit, but it's pretty true. I'm not saying nobody else knows anything.
Brian is very educating when he fucking
the majority of us that what we know about steels, we know because of Brian. This knife, I'm kind of proud of because I absolutely 100% know the life that this thing is going to live. This thing will bring more blood than every knife I've ever owned. This dude is a hardcore outdoorsman. So I know this M4 is going to get put to its paces. CPMD2 is slightly... I'll be honest, dude, I've had CPMD2 that I thought was better than this SHP. Maybe it's just me. I don't know, man. I just haven't been super impressed with this SXP. I mean, it's S30, S35-ish. I don't know. I don't think there's anything special about it. Yeah, Ryan, that's how this community works. You just find somebody you trust, you repeat the shit they say. Yeah. And Buzzy, I agree. The Shaman is nice. The only thing I dislike about the Shaman is what everybody else does like about it. I don't like the contoured handles. I wish they had flat scales. So
yeah, I like that. I like heavy chamfers and flat scales.
Yeah. Yeah, just all this being rounded. It is very comfortable.
I bet.
It all works, but I think
thick.
It would look better. Yeah, I think it would look better with flat scales. They're not even really that thick, and the contour is not that much.
Oh no, I was commenting on Bugsy's comment.
Oh. But that don't belong to me anymore anyway. I gifted this to, the only reason I got it back and got it sharpened was because I've gifted it to Meathead and I wanted it to be sharp when he gets it.
Nice.
Because this knife will never get any pocket time as long as I own this knife. This is superior to the Shaman in every way, in my opinion. But that's my opinion. Yeah, exactly, Tilly. Imagine that Shaman with the ball lock. Yes, I get that, Bugsy, but I'm not in that position. I've never had to use the knife long enough. I completely agree. I think if I was in a job where I was cutting shit all day long with a pocket knife, well, if I was cutting shit all day long, I'm not using a pocket knife anyway. But if I was, I would 100% agree with that. But it's just not necessary for me. I know there's no way in hell I can front flip this knife, Kyle. I don't even know if I can do it with two hands. Let me see. Well, I guess it didn't lock up. But I know I can't do it one-handed. My hands just don't work that way. I'm going to end up hurting myself. What I'm going to do. I got it open. Now, we're going to stop before I bleed. Blasphemy. Yeah. That's the great thing, though, Bugsy. The great thing about this argument you and I are having is that they both exist. So you can go one route and I can go another. That's actually my second Shaman. And it's not that I don't love them and think they're a great knife. I just like the Manix way better. All right, I'll end up slinging this thing into my leg. My issue with my dexterity, I can't hold on to the knife well enough to apply the force it takes to front flip it. Like I said, I can prove that it's doable. Well, but dude, it took me 4 months to learn how to spotty flick. I remember a time when I thought, oh man, these guys are full of shit. I don't know how they're doing that. But now I get it. There is no action on the planet in any knife any better than that. Can be as good, but there's nothing better than that. Tell you that the XL is nice. I just wish they did more blade options or steel options in the XL. I've got an XL that I've got put up because it was a gift, and it was gifted from three or four different people in the community kind of chipped in on it. So it's kind of a safe queen for me. But I enjoy the XL. I'm still working on the spotty flip. Ryan, once you get it, you'll have it. The main thing when I teach anybody how to do it is you hold that knife just like that, and you pinch it so hard like somebody's trying to take it out of your hand. Your pointer finger should be right on the pivot, and squeeze it like you're scared somebody's going to take it from you. Then you bend that bird finger down into that hole and flip straight up. Don't try to go out, go up. And it pops every time. That's what nobody ever showed me, was the fact that you're not flipping it out. If you flip it out, It just half-asses. You're flipping it straight up. That's what she said. Tell you, you're right. You're 100% right, dude. This knife could replace every pocket knife I've got. It's in a great steel. It's got a good heat treat. It's got really good geometry. It's got a nice, chunky, contoured handle. I don't need a folding knife either. Yeah, Donna, you know you're muted?
Yeah, I do now.
Okay.
I was saying this thing has a weak-ass D10. I might have to change that.
What is that?
Fucking Evo.
Oh, I was making sure it wasn't a Padre or some shit. But they have a weak detent, you said?
This one does. In my opinion.
Is that Mirror Salts?
No, this one's mine.
Oh, you on an Evo?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you had an Evo. I love that knife, dude. I love the look of it.
I have a fancy Timascus clip for it too. I just don't put it on.
I wonder if they made the D10 a little softer. Well, they don't have a front flipper, does it?
It might just be this one. I mean, the lock is ground really fucking thin.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're all like that, but I mean, that's fucking way thinner than I do mine. It's nice, though.
Yeah. Terry, I'd be glad to make you one, buddy. What's up, Gareth?
What's up, Gareth? How you doing?
Gareth tried to convince me he doesn't have an accent. I do.
Oh, Shane's definitely got an accent. That's for damn sure.
See, I don't think you and I sound any different.
But not compared to that's fucking wild. But not compared to Garrett, though. I mean,
no, Gareth.
This is thick for sure.
Thick, dude. Yeah. It is thick.
Gare Bear.
Oh. I felt bad, because I asked him to send me a message so I could hear his accent. He was like, you could just watch one of my videos. So I told I didn't know you had videos. I'm sorry. So I mean, I went and subscribed, so now I can hear it. But I had no idea.
He's fucking nice, dude, though.
Yeah.
I'm sure he wasn't offended or anything.
Nope, you definitely got one. And the bad thing is, it's not as thick as it. The time I spent in California it muted my accent some. But I can listen to Hannah Baring, and I'm like, where the fuck is she from? She's only 4 hours from me, south of me. But dude, Hannah Baring's got a thick ass Alabama accent, dude.
Oh hell yeah, she sounds like fucking straight swamp trash.
Yeah. Yeah. Straight swamp trash. I mean, she kind of is, I guess.
She is swamp trash, dude.
Yeah.
She's a fucking noodler.
She's not trashy, but she's from the swamp.
That's not what I said.
I know.
She's just white trash from the swamp.
Hey, she could be. We don't know. She could be throwing that thing in all directions for all we know.
Oh yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
Ryan, are you talking to me about this thing? I don't know what the detent's made out of. But I could adjust it probably. It comes out on a fucking insert, so I just fucking pop it out, put a different one in it.
Right, I'm pretty sure they all have that ceramic ball. That's what creates the detent.
Kyle, this shit would only be cute to me for like 5 seconds, and then I'd be over it.
Yeah, I'm not saying I wouldn't, but she's not my type.
I was just talking about her accent. That's too much for me.
Her thighs are too much for me.
She got some muscular fucking thighs.
They're so muscular that it's a little unattractive to me.
Like she's got like power lifter thighs.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to know my type, dude? Check out this chick that's fishing to come to the UFC from the PFL. Her name's Dakota Davichka. That is perfection to me. She got muscular legs, but they're not chunky like Hannah's are. And that bitch is knocking people out every time she steps in the cage. I love it. Yeah, don't stick your face in there and wear it. Oh, no, Bugsy. No, ain't no doubt in my mind that bitch can crush a watermelon with her thighs easily. Yeah. I dated a chick like that. Like, she had me lay my arm between her thighs and she locked down on it, dude, and I legit heard something crack. Like, it was fucking painful. I didn't know chicks' thighs could be that strong.
Or shears down. He don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a bit much. We already forget how hot Swags used to be too. Did y'all remember? Y'all remember when Swags dropped those professional photo shoot pictures of her?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Her modeling Swags, sharp and pointy Swags. Anyway, yeah. To me, she was perfect back in the day. But now she's married to that Rosecraft dude. Were you in Thailand with that chick? With what chick, Gary? You talking about Dakota? Because she did spend a lot of time in Thailand. Cute, cool, funny chick. Yeah. Yeah, she's a lot of fun to hang out with. Never trust any chick from Thailand. Yeah, that's bad. I mean, that's become like a epidemic over there. Like, I think there's as many lady boys in the bars as there are ladies now.
Mm-hmm. Whatever is your pleasure, apparently.
I don't give a shit what they do. It's just the ones that
chicks with dicks put mine to shame.
It's just the ones that aren't forthcoming about it. Oh, the one with the thighs. Gareth, do you not know who we're talking about? Hannah Baring?
I mean, he shouldn't. She's not fucking important.
She's very important.
Why?
She's the most important chick from Alabama.
That's a bold fucking statement.
Yeah, they look them thighs, dog.
There's got to be somebody who did something noteworthy from Alabama other than the noodling girl. And granted, she'll crush you with the thighs, then she'll skin and eat you. That's nice. She don't waste. Kyle, if she's your future ex-wife, I'm going to call her whore now. My bad. Just getting it out of the way.
I'm pretty sure she likes them gym rat boys. Or at least the dude she's engaged to is definitely a gym rat. But he's like, I don't know, man. Some of them dudes, when they get past the point of looking human, I don't get it.
You can have thick thighs, but like, it's got to be the right kind of thick.
Yeah.
We all got our preferences.
If you guys like combat sports, though, if you haven't watched any of Dakota Dacheva, Teva, yeah, if you haven't watched any of her stuff, watch her highlight reels, dude. That bitch is savage. Thick thighs save lives. Thighs are pretty important. Can't disagree. Well, there you have it, guys. Brian said it. It must be true. There's no such thing. Oh, I'm not going to read that out loud. That'll get me canceled. But you're right, Matt. Or Eminem Dives.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they haven't figured out like that transplant yet.
Do what? I didn't hear you.
No.
Oh. I saw a joke about the guy. I know. I'm not going to read any further. Because as little as I know about Gareth, I already know I probably shouldn't read shit he types out loud on a live stream.
That's so awesome. What the fuck?
I kind of have I haven't converted to the dark side, but I kind of understand Brian's point now, because as I get older, I get so picky. Like if I turn on a video and I see a pimple on a girl's butt cheek, I have to stop. I can't watch it anymore. So I get that Brian wants perfection, even if it's not real.
So that doesn't make sense. That's not real life. Figure your shit out.
I know. But I've gotten to a point. That's what I don't understand, dude. What's up with these girls? Surely they know when they wake up that morning, hey, I'm going to go shoot a film today. Why you show up with like 6-day stubble?
Because they don't give a fuck? Because they're getting paid to fuck either way?
Yeah, so I ain't watching it. I mean, if you don't care enough to keep that thing slick as glass, or at least slick as glass while you're in front of the camera, then I ain't watching. I'm out.
God damn.
Yeah.
I said, God damn.
Yeah. As soon as I find that AI adult entertainment site and everything is perfect, that's probably all I'll ever watch again. I don't even care if it's real. Because I'm at a point now where I can't tell the difference.
So
dude, there's so many Instagram sites now that are AI that if you didn't read it, you wouldn't know. They just look like real human beings, but they're not.
Yeah.
Well, Squidbilly complaining about whores degrading themselves. What does the world come to?
I'm saying, man.
Yeah. I'm just saying, if I'm going to spend 15, 20 minutes watching a video, I want her to look the way I want her to look. One of Kevin Lamar's lyrics in Humble is, show me something natural like ass with stretch marks. That's how you know rappers have bad taste.
You look like a tiger, baby. We still fucking.
Yeah. But I agree, Brian. I don't want to see no stretch marks either. I'm not saying in real life. I'm just saying as far as my video entertainment goes, I want to see. I could see that in real life. Why do I want to see it on a video? Oh, Todd Carr, you're 100%. I'd watch it.
I'd fucking watch it. The Squidbillies is fucking hilarious.
Squidbillies the best shit ever made, dude.
Dude, me and Ernie are in the middle of rewatching it right now.
Are you? It kind of becomes hit and miss after season 2 because Unknown Hinson sold it to Comedy Central after season 2.
We just watching to heckle it and shit, you know.
But they still, I mean, there's still some bangers. They're just not as common as they were.
Right.
1 and 2 every episode.
Yeah, the first couple were fucking awesome.
And even those, when I try to explain to people, the average Squidbillies episode is what, 12 minutes long?
Dude, they're short as fuck. Yeah, like 14 minutes of it.
So it's like, it's 14 minutes. So it's like 12 minutes of stupid for that 1 minute of comedy gold. You know what I mean? The rest of the episode was just ignorant. And then they hit you with that one piece of comedy gold that makes it all worth it, dude.
Yeah.
My favorite will always be when Rusty's sitting there over Early's dead body going, beep, 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 beep. He's like, that's what it sounded like we had the insurance, Daddy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. Even the very first, the pilot, dude, where they're,
dude, it is so fucked up at the same time. Like, God damn.
They're just finding how Rusty was raised by wolves horribly. I didn't know that Josh Brolin was raised with wolves. Have you watched anything on Josh Brolin? Dude, that dude had a pretty rough life, man.
No shit.
Yeah, he was a fucking violent alcoholic, but he was literally like his mother had timber wolves, and on occasion they would just attack the kids. And James Brolin, the famous actor, would want to kill the dog because it bit his children. And she's like, "You kill that dog, I'll kill you." She was legit fucking psycho, man.
Kyle, it was not low key wild. That show was fucking wackadoo. Me and Ernie loved that show.
I did too. I've got a Ren and Stimpy.
You go back and watch it. It's still pretty fucked up. That show is not for children.
No.
I mean, your children should watch it.
Yeah.
But it's meant for adults.
I didn't realize there's a cartoon out there. I think it's called Adventure Time. That my nephew.
Adventure Time is fucked up too, dude.
Dude, my grandson was watching it, and like it affected him mentally. Like we had to stop him from watching it. Like he was getting super depressed and was constantly talking about, how bad he sucked and he wasn't good at anything. We couldn't figure out where he was getting all this, and we finally found out he was watching Adventure Time. Well, we didn't know, so we looked into it, and dude, it's horrible. Your children do not need to be watching Adventure Time.
Oh, bah. I mean, maybe not that child, but in general, no. Get out of here.
Yeah. Kyle, that would be like a highlight of my life if I could. If I could appear in an episode of Squidbillies, dude, that would be the greatest thing that ever happened to me. Yeah. My wife drew a Squidbillies scene on my back in Sharpies, and absolutely loved it, dude. It was so awesome. She had all of them. Had Granny on her fucking walker. Yeah. I started to get some Squidbilly tattoos, and I still don't think I would regret having them, but I just don't like getting tattooed anymore.
I feel you.
Like if I could just wake up and it be there, I'd still get it, but I'm not going through the pain of getting it anymore. I don't even know what Coco Melon is.
Me neither.
But I can imagine. I'm coming in. I appreciate the warning, Stevie.
He calls before he comes.
So what happened to Stevie doing the honey bucket on Sunday nights? Now he's doing it on Saturdays.
I think because he's been out of town.
I missed a whole honey bucket. You want me to add you, Stevie? I mean, you don't need me to add you, do you? Oh, I do? I thought you could just jump in.
Yeah, but I want you to do it for me.
Oh, okay. That's kosher. I don't mind. You got your sock on.
I've done Saturday nights with the Honey Bucket when Big Red isn't live.
Oh, I got you.
So
Actually, I'm gonna bow out because I'm fucking tired. So
I'm surprised you guys are still going.
I got up like 5:30. So
all right, we'll piss off then.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Kick
Yeah, I'll
rocks,
hang on the chat a little bit, but yeah, dude, I'm fucking beat, man. I'm going to bed. I got shit to do tomorrow.
buddy. Mr. Said Cunt. Oh.
Awesome. Good kicking, y'all.
Deuces.
You know what's weird, Stevie, is every time you show that Ripley, I realize, like, they're not exactly the same, but they are a lot alike, aren't they?
I mean, they're a Wharncliffe.
Yeah.
Yours is more of a drop-off because it's a shorter blade, but I mean, it's a Wharncliffe.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I challenged somebody to create an original looking blade. Well, Scott Stills did it.
Scott Stills definitely did it.
Yeah. And I bet that thing works really well too, dude. I bet
it does.
Very useful.
It does. It's absolutely usable.
Yeah. Yeah, like it seems like you could lay it over on the side and use that front. I don't know. It looks really useful.
Yeah, no, it's not just a funky blade shape. All of his blade shapes are like that, you know. Yeah. He wants them to be a usable blade shape,
right?
But you can still get I mean, he also puts enough flat on his blades to where you always have a nice edge, you know.
Right. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I haven't. That's the only one I know is the tipper. I don't even know what that other one's called, but it kind of reminds me of this, the way it's laid back all the way from the Ricasso.
He's got the tipper, he's got the Astral, he's got the Grunt, the Geist, he's got the Goon, and a couple more.
I should have remembered the Goon because I remember you informed. Hey, you remember that guy that you kind of copied his knife company name? You kind of copied his knife name too.
There's only been 2 Goons in existence, though.
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to make any more Goons. I mean, unless somebody sees it and it's like, hey, I want that. It just mostly because I can't make a sheath for it.
Yeah.
If I make a Kydex sheath, like once you press it, all those little notches in the spine, the Kydex locks it in. You can't get the knife out.
Yeah.
And I know there's ways around that,
What up,
but
Garrett?
I'm not good enough to know how to do it. Finally classing this joint up a bit. That's right.
Oh, hey, Cole, I'm wearing the new Cheeto shirt. Have you seen this?
No. I'm going
now, though. Shane, you're gonna dig the hell out of it. Let me pull this up.
Oh, I'm going right now. I'm buying it right now.
You'll be able to.
Can you see the link?
Let's see. For those of you that haven't seen this, let's see. Longbone Apparel. Here we go. It's one of the most clever things Cole has done.
And that's saying a lot.
I know. So it's the Cheeto Bandito Bring the Names tee. Now, I'll let you guys read it all, but Bring the Names Tour 2025. And on the back are a lot of the different names that he's used.
Yeah.
And then city names. So Richard Cheese.
Oh, it's like a tour shirt.
Yes, it's literally a tour shirt. Incognito.
Can somebody put the link in the chat?
Yeah, here I'll oh, I can't. Yes, I can. I'm you right now. Oh, no shit. Okay. I didn't realize that. Cheeto came up with the idea. I mean, look, either way, I'm not taking any credit away from Lungbone, but Cheeto, this is the most perfect idea, dude.
What color do I want it in?
I mean, orange is pretty dope. I almost got the green.
I think I'll go with the red wine. Oh, red wine's not available my size.
But yeah, dude, it's awesome.
That is weird how the shirts are only available in certain sizes and certain colors.
Yeah, I don't think he has much say over that.
Oh, yeah, I know he don't.
But I know you've ordered some before. They come super quick. Like it takes like it takes like 1 business day to print, and then they ship from Minnesota. So,
ooh, Minnesota.
At
least it's not Wisconsin.
Man, I'm sure Wisconsin might be a little bit more beautiful other times of the year, but not this time of year.
Come on. Complete purchase. Why is Cheeto's shirt more expensive than my shirt?
I don't know.
I'm just kidding. I don't care. Place order. Damn, I got a Cheeto Bandito shirt coming. I'm so proud of
that. Yeah. I mean, my shirt rotation right now is all community t-shirts.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm phasing out all my grunt style.
Yeah.
I think Wisconsin is happy you feel that way, Shane. It's kind of an inside joke. I only hate Wisconsin because I only know one person from there, and he's an absolute piece of fucking trash.
Yeah. So, him and his son.
And then, yeah, him and his son. And then when I watch Code Blue Cam, it only further convinces me that Wisconsin is full of trash. So,
I was driving around downtown Milwaukee, and I'm like, wow, Milwaukee's a really nice, like, awesome city. Yeah. And downtown, it really is. And then I drove the outskirts a little bit, and I was like, oh, okay. I can't point fingers. Seattle is one of the grossest cities of all time right now, but I was everything is ran down. Like there was just like block after block after block on like a main thoroughfare, just boarded up, abandoned buildings. I was surprised to see that in a major city.
Cole, I wasn't bitching. I just, I just wanted you to make a few bucks off of it. I didn't want any money.
Cole, you should be making all the money you possibly can on this.
Exactly.
If you make $10, if you make $15, if you make $20, however much money you make, I'm all for it. I don't think anybody is going to care, dude. Mark them up to whatever.
Yeah. I feel the same.
Just give me a discount code.
I liked Milwaukee. I was there when they caught that mass murder.
Dahmer? Dude, you got me looking into that broad that you told when I was talking to you while I was in Sheboygan. You're like, the chick that cut off her fucking boyfriend's head and
Taylor
something business.
Taylor Schabusiness.
Schabusiness.
Yeah. Did you find the clip of her attacking her attorney in court?
No, I've seen it. I haven't watched it yet. I'm watching like the interrogation.
I think she thought if she played crazy enough, they would be lenient on her.
Yeah, it don't work.
But now I just think she just didn't give a fuck.
No, that broad lost her damn marbles.
Yeah. And it was really weird too how like I found pictures of her like fixed up, and she wasn't
Night and day difference. Yeah.
Yeah, she wasn't.
A lot of the thumbnails on YouTube have her as her whatever she was, and then post.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have some downtime, like 2 full days, like all day Tuesday and all day Thursday, or most of the day Thursday in Philly this week. I don't know what.
I wanted you to film some Kensington Avenue footage, but you said you're not going to do it.
I mean, I'm gonna have a rental car.
In all fairness, that's probably not respectful to the people of Philadelphia, because I'm sure everybody that goes there and film, they're just showing the very worst of Philadelphia.
Oh, of course.
You know, just like Seattle. I'm sure there's neighborhoods.
No. I was gonna say, however, people say that, oh, you're only showing like the extreme moments. No. At any given time, at any given minute, any given day, you can drive down to like 3rd and Pike in like downtown, like by the Pike Place Market where they're, the iconic throwing the fish, in the Seattle like farmers market. That's Pike Place Market, and not too far from there, or drive up into the International District. Chinatown's been overran. They all so I hear local people be like, yeah, they only show like the bad parts. Like, it's all bad.
Really? I like how Zach does it. Like when he rides around his town, he's low key, passive aggressively talking about how shitty it is, but he doesn't just come out and say
it. Portland is no better off than Seattle.
Right. I like how this town in Texas handled it. It's one of the big cities. I don't know if it's Houston or where it's at, but they were like, instead of being offensive and just banning homelessness, they passed a city ordinance banning urban camping.
Urban camping?
Yeah. So it literally, if you have a piece of cloth, a piece of paper, anything between you and the ground, you are camping and can be arrested for it. So you can be homeless as long as you lay on the concrete or the dirt. You can't put anything under you. But what do you do, man? I mean, is there really an answer to this?
No. I mean, obviously not.
I mean, we've thrown billions of dollars at it.
I mean, yeah, that's the thing. It's mismanagement of money. Right. Pearl Jam came here like, I don't know, within the last 10 years. Yeah. And they did 3 nights in a row at Safeco Field where the Mariners play. And all proceeds were being donated to the homeless. It was like a big thing. It didn't make a dent. So I don't know.
I mean, if they choose to be there and they're out there because of the open drug
here's what it is, and it's not a political thing. It's not a here's what it is in Seattle with what I've experienced is, well, maybe it's a little political, but we've gotten to the point where the cops can't do much, right? So people can go in and they can steal and they can sell it on the street. We've legalized drugs, so you can openly smoke fentanyl, even though it's like, why aren't they trying to bust the fentanyl? Whatever. And because of that, sure, mental illness is a part of it, I think. But I think we attract the fringes of society at this point. Right. You can, if you don't have any ambitions other than to live completely lawless on the street, hey, we got a home for you.
Right. How much does it pay? Like $1,600 a month.
Yeah. You can get in Oregon. You can get like up to $1,600 or up to $2,000 in Oregon, and you can get vouchers to go stay in. They've like purchased up with taxpayer money hotels. And they don't rent them out to the public anymore. They only rent it out if you are experiencing homelessness.
Right.
So,
yeah, I used to do the same thing. Like when Fort McClellan closed here, I was like, why don't they use? They've got all those barracks. Everything's already set up to house a lot of people. Why don't they use that for homelessness? And they're like, you don't understand. You invite those people in, and there's not enough money to maintain it because it's not theirs, so they don't give a shit about it. It all ends up. Do you know what happened with Fort McClellan here in Alabama, though?
No.
It's an Army base in Anniston, about 20 minutes south of here. It closed down several years ago, and I've always wondered what was going to happen. Cat Williams bought it.
Oh, I knew that. Yeah.
Yeah, Cat Williams bought Fort
McClellan.
Yeah. Going to start filming some movies there or whatever. I guess he got the idea from who's that really rich black guy that does all the movies?
Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry, yeah.
So I haven't talked about it too much, but I'm going to be going back out to Colorado in a little bit, up to Telluride.
Yeah.
And the company that I work for now, our product is going in Tyler Perry's like $50 million mansion up on Telluride. It's right down the street from Oprah's.
Oh, okay. We were talking about that today about how it really feels like Hollywood is dead, though. Like it just
you know what? Maybe it is. I'm to the point in my life where I don't care anymore, and maybe that's part of it. Because
it all died with the Avengers. There was Endgame, and then since then, there's really been nothing anybody's excited. Was it because that series was so good that just nothing has added up, right? Or is it because something else happened? I don't get it.
No, nothing has happened. They just announced like all the returning people for the next Avengers movie coming out.
It's none of them.
Huh?
Are any of them coming back?
All of them.
Oh, Robert
and then some. And they're bringing in people from like the X-Men crossover.
Yeah.
So like Patrick Stewart is going to be Xavier, Professor X, and Magneto, Ian McKellen, and Beast. It's looking like it's shaping up to be kind of Avengers versus X-Men.
I would watch that. I think I enjoyed those because I wasn't, and I think they did a great job for people like me because I wasn't a comic book nerd. So I'm not, at no point in time was I like, that doesn't line up with this issue from 1981. And
yeah, and so I was, and like even with The Walking Dead, when they started to stray from the source material, it's its own thing, man. It's okay, you know.
Yeah.
But I love sure there's some stinker superhero movies, but I think superhero movies are fun, man. Yeah. I want to see a fun movie.
Yeah. I just watched Craven today. And I liked it. I mean, it was worth the watch, but it I don't know, it didn't have the wow factor like maybe I was expecting. But and then the ending was just so. Have you seen Craven?
No, I saw that it was on.
It's on Netflix.
Netflix, that's right.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it then, but it's long. It's over 2 hours, but they did a good job of kind of backing up and giving you the backstory, that type of stuff. But I don't know, it just didn't. I'll put it this way: if he had died, I wouldn't have cared.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. The character didn't do anything for me.
Bugsy, you gotta suspend disbelief, man.
Yeah,
I get it. I mean, that was the one thing. Like, I love Son of Anarchy, right?
Yeah.
But if you pay attention to the firearm aspect of it, and it's in every movie, it's so bad. Just the fact that everybody's always mag dumping right next to each other, and no one's ever like like putting an ear pro first.
Yeah.
They're just
the reason I brought Craven up though, Ron Crow, is because I think if Craven had came out during the hype of the superhero movies, I don't think it would have bombed. I think it was just
it would have done well enough. It would have done well enough.
Yeah, I think people are just jaded.
I think that's a movie that would have also benefited from the pandemic. Meaning that there were millions of people just watching everything over and over and over. I was saying to someone just the other night, I said, man, remember when Tiger King and Baby Yoda was like all the rage?
Yeah.
Like four short years ago.
Yeah.
Like,
that's
man, what did
Yeah. Yeah, there's I don't know, man. I have a hard time getting excited about anything, and I even think that like the Game of Thrones thing, I think they strung it out too long. Like,
I still haven't got more than 3 episodes into season 2.
I haven't watched season 2.
It's just not good. I know that it will be because that's one that I know what's going to happen.
Right.
But yeah.
I think a lot of my problem is I've spoiled myself so much to binging that I have a hard time watching something weekly now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll do it for anything Taylor Sheridan has made, but I don't like it. I'd still rather wait till it's over and watch it all at once. Yeah, and he seems like the only person that's making anything that's actually getting watched. You
know what though, Brian? John Wick is fantastic, or fantasy as it is, has the most realistic firearm, like the way he's literally, changing mags and like it's because Keanu Reeves is a legit like badass marksman. He trained all that stuff.
Why is he a badass marksman?
Because he literally trained. You've seen all that footage, right? Taron Tactical. Like he drills all that shit. Speaking of Taron Tactical, have you put any rounds through it yet?
No. I'm dying to. These coins are selling for like $250.
Yeah.
But I ain't selling mine. Mine's going to keep it complete. But no, I haven't put any rounds through it yet. But I did buy some Spear Goldite just for it.
Nice.
I don't know that I can afford to go to the range and dump.
Awesome.
You can't even fill a mag. It's $35 for 20 rounds. That's a round short of filling that magazine for $35 damn dollars.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I do have the other mag filled with Blazer brass.
Yeah. Nah, man. Dial in with range ammo, then perfect it with your carry ammo, and then just go back to range ammo.
Yeah. Bozy, I got the Canik TTI Combat. I'm excited about range day for that one. Yeah. Which, is the only Taron Tactical thing I'll ever be able to afford. I did think it was cool that they kept the price where it was at, so that the guy Taron, you're just going to spend $3,000 to $4,000, right?
Yeah. What is it? The Glock 34 that they did.
It was like $6,000, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I think it was a Glock 34. Either way, there's a local guy here who everybody calls John Wick. He's a total range operator.
Yeah.
He's never served. He doesn't claim there's no stolen valor by any means, but he comes in and he's loaded up, and he's got every tactical thing there is. And of course, he's a big Taron Butler fan. And I shot his Combat Master, or whatever it is, the Glock 34 that was all Taron Tactical out, and like it's scary. Like you're looking for the wall, and then boom, like the trigger is just so light for a pistol that like it scared me, and I jerked it like crazy, and then I got it down. But I was like,
I think this one's still like 2.5 pounds. It's not. It's not stupid.
Anything under 2.5 is.
Yeah, I think I told you about that long range precision rifle they had at the gun store. Did I tell you that they put a, I don't know what it's called, that you measure the trigger pull?
Yeah, trigger gauge. Yeah.
It was 2 ounces.
2 ounces.
2 ounces.
I mean, that's a boom.
Yeah, literally when I slid the bolt back, and when I reached in, now granted, I don't have a lot of feeling in my fingers, but when I slid my finger in to locate it, as soon as I made contact with it, it went off.
Yeah.
So then we started trying stuff. Steve, you can bolt that gun, you rack that gun and turn the safety off, and it'd click. You could so then we tried racking it with the safety off, and we picked the stock up off the glass counter about 3 inches and dropped it because it's got a rubber pad. Click. It'd go off. I don't get it, man. 2 ounces.
Yeah.
I can understand why it would make you that much more accurate, though. I get it. If you're not having to apply pressure,
right?
To the trigger, but
right. I mean, with anything, you train it, and you'll get used to it. But I am not. I could never have a trigger like that.
No.
Have you watched any of Ethan's training videos?
Anything from Ethan in a while.
All he posts nowadays, he's given up. He's sold off all his knives, and he's sunk all his money into competition shooting.
Yeah.
With his P365. And it doesn't look like he's progressing any, but he does them, like every weekend now.
Yeah.
I can only imagine the kind of money he's spending.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. Even if he's not progressing, if he's doing it every weekend,
oh yeah,
it's probably better than us.
100 times better.
Right.
He's the perfect person for it.
Yeah.
I'm just giving him shit if he watches this.
Yeah. Did he get rid of his lamias, or just everything but the
No. I don't think he can get rid of his lamias.
Oh, because of the engraving?
Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of personalized those, didn't he?
But he sold off all his other. He had like the Sasquatch and the shark and whatever his fixed blades were and all sorts of other stuff. He got rid of all that.
Yeah.
But
one thing that was cool about Craven, and if any of you guys have seen it, let me know. The fixed blades, I didn't really pay that much because it's almost impossible to pick out a fixed blade in a movie.
Yeah.
But his pocket knife, I'm pretty sure, was the Microtech Amphibian.
Yeah.
If you've seen Craven, let me know if you thought the same thing. You get a pretty good look at it. He throws it into an elevator button. The recurve, it looks like an amphibian to me. But yeah. I don't know what else I want at this point.
I'm content. I mean, I want it all, but
right.
I'm content.
I'm not sure what. I mean, I've got a. I hate to call it that, but I've got a potential race gun that is better than I'll ever be, so I don't need anything better than that. I've got a good EDC. That PCC has killed my desire to even shoot my AR. I can care less about that AR now, man. That 9mm. It is an AR. I mean, it's an AR lower, but it's
right.
9mm. But and I thought about getting something long range, and they're like, "Well, how? What do you think the longest you're going to shoot is?" I was like, "Probably the very longest would be maybe 500 yards." And I would then just use the AR,
right?
Because so I don't know. But I have thought about getting a Ruger American and then getting the, one of those tactical chassis for it.
Right.
I don't need it, but I may. I keep telling myself I'm going to get a combat shotgun. I'm never going to shoot that fucking thing. I know I'm not going to shoot it. So why bother getting it? I don't know. One Moon's been carrying. Yeah, I love the amphibian, dude. I love the look of it. But
yeah, I love that. That's a knife that I'll probably never own it, but I love that knife.
Yeah.
I'm going to be carrying it all next week. I'm bringing it to Philly with me. Going through my knife case today, I pulled out the Model 1 Wharncliffe, and it was like, oh yeah, I completely forgot about that knife.
Yeah.
It's just been sitting in the case for I don't know how long. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna carry that.
Yeah. Well, that was the problem I had, and now that I'm down to, if you're talking about knives, I would actually carry, like, there's a chance I might put it in my pocket and carry it. It's less than 10.
Yeah.
And so I've came to really appreciate what I have now. I've been carrying that Para 3. I'm not super impressed with the XHP like a lot of people are, but it's fine. I mean, if I found out that it was a lie and it was really just S35,
right,
I wouldn't be upset at all. But now that I've got this back, I do feel complete again. I got my Rex 45 Manix with my AWT.
Yeah, those are nice.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna be my
the guy that I brought to Spyderco with me, he's the one that brought up Spyderco. He got the Manix 2 lightweight in Maximit while we were there, and he's like, "Man, I do not like these scales though."
Yeah.
And I instantly showed him AWT, and he had them ordered so they'd be at his house by the time he got home. And then I sent him a Lynch Northwest clip too.
There you go. Yeah, I gotta get one for it because I guess I could just swap it over, but my said Stevie clip's on my Para 3. My favorite part about this knife is the clip.
There you go.
I've been carrying this thing a good bit, mostly because of the steel. And I'll be honest, dude, the backlock doesn't bother me at all. Like, I don't care.
Backlocks are fine.
I don't care about the action and all that stuff. I will say with my hands, with my dexterity, that long a blade, like when you saw me opening that box earlier,
you don't need a little
longer. I can't steady that tip. So a slightly shorter knife would be better. Ryan Ellis, there's no doubt I'll always answer this the same, and it will always be the Manix 2. If you ask me my favorite knife company, it's probably American Blade Works, but you can't buy a Rex 45 American Blade Works knife for $108.
Right.
You're going to pay a little more for an ABW.
But, I will actually 100% agree with Shane on the Manix too. Although I did just get my Shaman, and I like it a lot. It kind of pisses me off that I like it so much.
Yeah.
Because I do think the Manix 2 is it's almost in my opinion, the perfect knife.
Yeah.
I don't like having to take apart the and to honestly, if the Manix 2 was a liner lock, I wouldn't have any problem with that either. I don't think it would change my opinion on this knife. Making it a liner lock, I think, would make it the perfect knife. But yeah, I think everything I want in a knife is the Manix 2.
Did you see that edge that Kyle put on this Shaman?
Yeah, that's wicked.
Yeah, man, it's beautiful. And this knife would probably be in contention with my Manix if I put some flat AWT scales on it.
Yeah. I got these forget the name. I can never remember the name of the company, but the Burlap Micarta on there.
Yeah.
And I love it. I wish they were contoured. But
so I don't care for the contour. I like flat scales.
Yeah, the Manix is a knife that I'd like contoured. But yeah, I think the Manix 2 is a perfect that, and also I would say the McNeese.
Yeah,
this is a perfect EDC as well.
I wish I could use titanium frame locks. I just can't. If I ever get a knife from Donnie, it's gonna be a bolster lock, or I just don't like titanium frame locks.
That's why I got mine's a liner lock.
Yeah. Yeah.
Both of my Edgy American, I'm sorry, Edgy Blade Works are also liner locks. If I can ever go with a liner lock as my lock, I'm gonna pick it 100% of the time.
Yeah. It's funny. Cheeto's asking about his shirt. It's funny that he came up with that idea because a lot of people don't know this. When we first came up with the idea for Knives Live, we were going to do a Knives Live logo on the front, and then do the schedule on the back, like a band shirt, and it all ended up getting dumped on me, and it was just too much. I couldn't make it happen, but yeah, that's a great idea, though.
Yeah, it's awesome, Cheeto.
So you did say I can get a Lynch clip to replace this wire clip, right? And it won't be a wire clip. It just
correct
goes in. Okay, but it won't be that new clip of those, right?
Negative. No, they make it's.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah.
Shane, I'll just send you. I got like 4 extra of these. I'll just send you one, dude.
Okay. I appreciate that.
What's up, kiddo?
Hey, Zoe.
Hey, love you. Yeah, I'll just send you one, dude.
Okay. That's awesome.
We'll set that aside.
I think the only frame lock I have here right now is the one that Derek gave me. This is a Tucson. They did a good job on it, but I just don't enjoy. Like, I literally have to do it two-handed. I can't manipulate a frame lock one-handed. I mean, I can, but I mean, how? Well, you see what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not.
What about is a bolster lock any easier for you?
The couple that I've handled have been. Yeah. And to answer your question, Bugsy, I've not tried a backlock Manix. I've seen them. I knew they existed, but I haven't tried one.
I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah. We were talking about Benchmade earlier. Palmer's talking about he's been carried his tagged out. I am a fan of that blade.
Tagged out's awesome. I like the tagged out.
But what I understand is when the Narrows came out, they said they couldn't use the Omega springs because it was so thin. So they were they from what I was told, they used a torsion bar for the spring pressure. And I thought, well, man, this is a perfect opportunity for Benchmade to do away with the so-called weak link and Benchmades. Just switch everything to a torsion bar, and then at least you've done something new. You know what I mean?
Right.
You've improved your product, but it doesn't look like they're going to do it. But I thought that would be a great. Like, I would buy a tagged out if it didn't have. Well, I say that. I don't know. I'd have to experience it first.
It's a knife I'd like to own, but I never will.
Yeah. But it makes no sense that I can manipulate this super well, but I can't a bar lock. I don't know. The bar locks just feel greedy, and I think I get them cocked a little bit or something, and then they kind of seize up and don't work right. But like I said, that's just a me thing, man. That's not a knock on the knife. Yeah, you're probably right, One Moon. They've probably got 15 billion Omega Springs they want to get rid of. But
I will say
been a good excuse for the price raise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, they're a little more, but now the lock's much stronger and blah blah blah.
I will say though, I have gotten to the point that sorry to everybody that's going to keep making knives and designing knives. I'm getting my fill these next couple, and then honestly, like, I don't need any more knives anymore, dude.
I don't either.
I got so many good ones. I'm like, I don't need. So I will admire from afar at this point. I'll check them out. That's really cool. But I don't see myself. So I will have my Thug. I'll have one more Donnie knife, one more knife from Scott Stills. I'll have an Aurelia, and then I'll get Maddie's knife when it comes out. But yeah,
I've seen so little that makes me want to spend money. You know, the amphibian is one. However, I may never own it, but it's one of the few. I was just proud that Microtech was brave enough to put a recurve out there.
Yeah.
You know, and just so y'all know, all the Thugs are slightly recurved. They've got a slight recurve to them, and they cut damn nice because of it. And in all honesty, no, it wasn't planned. It just happened that way. But you know, I love the way a recurve cuts, man. And even that big ugly ass cold steel with all the waves in it. If you ever catch a piece of material in that valley, you realize why
right.
I used to do that, man. It just works. But let's face it, none of us are really concerned with how knives cut anymore, are we? Haven't been for a long time. Yeah.
No. Again, I
don't think any of my pocket knives without cut this ugly. But dude, that's less than, I think that's 0.9 M4, 1.5 inch tall, full flat grind. That thing should be a fucking laser beam, man.
Just to prove to myself, I mean, look, I like cool shit, but this has been, you know.
What is that?
This is a Beaver Creek re-handle.
Yeah.
Of a Tinker, or I forget what model it is. It's a SAC redone.
Yeah.
And then also the
that thing cuts so good, dude.
It does.
Oh, it cuts so good.
It cuts so good.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't beat. Somebody said here a while back that they thought that Mora was the best cutter on the market, and they're close to right, but I don't think a Mora cuts better than that does. It's so thin, it doesn't have any choice but to cut good. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what, Kyle? I'm kind of falling asleep myself. I think I'm gonna hop off, dude.
Yeah, me too, man. I was done an hour ago, in all honesty. But
I told myself I was gonna try to keep the East Coast time frame going this weekend, so it's not such a big deal, but it didn't happen. So yeah,
we're going on 4 hours, guys. That's enough.
Jet lag's a real thing, man.
Oh yeah,
I've been living a time zone ahead for the last 3 weeks.
Have you tried the Die Hard thing?
I have not yet.
It works.
Is it?
Maybe it's just in your head.
Psychosomatic?
Yeah, but I remember when I was in the military, I flew a good bit and I started trying it. It seemed like it worked. I did feel better, but yeah.
Yep. All right, dude.
All right, man.
Cool.
That's it, guys. I'm out.
Later. Have a good night. Oh, hold on. Am I still going? Did he leave? I'm still going. What can I mess up? Oh, he's back.
I forgot to end the stream. My bad.
Hold on.
What?
I was going to ask you before you hopped off if you'd seen this one, and then we can end it.
All right. Really bad, dude.
Huh?
I want to go to that really bad.
Did you see what it said?
Yeah. Oh, I saw it. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Voice. All right, man.
There you go. Later.